I know you like the way I pop out. Let's go hit Lennox. Another week, another knockout. A different city. My partner whip a 7-4 now. He think he Wimby, but I'ma ride this Chevy Mally until it's empty. And Pastor don't take dirty money. I like it filthy. She my Achilles. I'm out for millies, not just for memories. Been on a mission, did I mention it before? I can't be slipping till I'm reaping what I sow. Can you meet me where I'm at before I hit the top? How many years I put in this just trying to make it pop? I had a purpose for they had opinions, but what hurts is when they close and know the most will speak on you the worst. I reminisce like every day cause I miss what it was. Try not to get caught in my memory and stuck in the mud. I used to drown it out with liquor, I kept me a buzz. Binging and faded to that same song, missing love. New motivation, now my eyes to be back on the prize. Can't go back where I was in my mind cause it don't bring you shine. I pop out time to show face and give my people love. That's all I got and now I won't waste it cause ain't in us here in this place enough. I know you like the way I pop out. Let's go hit Lennox. Another week, another knockout. A different city. My partner whip a 7-4 now. He think he Wimby, but I'ma ride this Chevy Mally until it's empty. And Pastor don't take dirty money. I like it filthy. She my Achilles. I'm out for millies, not just for memories. Been on a mission, did I mention it before? I can't be slipping till I'm reaping what I sow. Keeping my rearview mirror empty when I'm riding out, cause ain't never worth risking this. How I'ma break bread with them, but my pockets down and my head ain't into this. That's why I gotta keep my hustle strong and not let them breathe too long. Never know who needs you. Reaping without giving it seed to. I'm just seeing light when it's been years. Don't make no sense to me sometimes, but time and all it is. Perfected patience, tame my ego when I killed the pedo. This poetry is still my passion. Shout my nigga Theo. I had the vision way back when we smoked out the gazebo that I would make my step in history just like all my heroes. It's way more glory in the story when you come from zero. Most sacrifices still the price cause I know nothing free though. Ain't that I know you like the way I pop out. Let's go hit Lennox. Another week, another knockout. A different city. My partner whip a 7-4 now. You think he Wimby, but I'ma ride this Chevy Mally until it's empty. And Pastor don't take dirty money. I like it filthy. She my Achilles. I'm out for millies, not just for memories. Been on a mission, did I mention it before? I can't be slipping till I'm reaping what I sow. Show them folks what happened when you relentless and your actions start to match the path of what you intended. Put the time in to perfect the craft, I'm the truest in it. Ain't a doubt about it either. When it's in, you better own it. I'ma shout it out the speakers from a small city where not many make it out the gate. I put my all in it to leave no debate on if I'm great. Plenty folks who got opinions that'll never know the stakes. When you solo every battle and your soul ain't got the faith. I'ma pray, I'm a hero, but I'm Clark without the cape. Put it on, I'm about to fly when I'm almost about to break. Understand you hold a trial and the triumph in your hand. What's the plan? You can't just take what they give you. You a man, you was chose. This life can get darker before it glows, but we shining and it shows through the flows and the prose that I speak. That's why you can find me at the peak. I get the climbing just when it's looking steep. When my feet dragging in place, I'ma still keep it moving, holding the pace. Feel the drive I can't ever replace. This the life I chose, and my hands still holding the wheel that I never know that it take. When the sight of the sun bring a smile, early morn make it work all the while. That the evening brings for the nighttime rings, and the moonlight sings me a sign. Soldier in this, I was molded for this. Built and bred by the days I could never forget. It was bound to exist. Shape this land with my own hands, so pay what I'm worth. Give my respect to the grind. I'll never short.
Wakey, wakey, Vooka Nation. It's a grand and a peaceful rising. Of course, it's still a beautiful Heritage Month this side on the Vooka Breakfast Show. Your favorite morning wake-up crew has officially arrived. Hashtag Sivugile, and we are ready to give you that daily dose of positivity for that energetic start to the day. And of course, if you don't know and it's your first time here, welcome. Stay a while and of course, press that subscription button because you will want to catch us every weekday mornings from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. And my name is Utisi Gamazibo Shabalala, your prime cut creative and positivity dose of the day. Of course, like I said, it's still Heritage Month and we are still spotlighting those hidden gems in Mzansi, those places you and your family and friends can go and visit. Take a short nyana left where you can go explore and see what Mzansi has to offer. Of course, what we do right here is give you picture of the day, and that is our first order of the day. As you can see behind me, those beautiful images. And of course, Mweketi, my money is about to let you know a little bit about this hidden gem that we have right here in this beautiful country of ours, which is Mzansi. But before we go into that, I need to just find out, Mweketi, how are you this morning?
TC, thank you so much. This morning I feel very much uplifted.
That's great.
Looking forward, of course, to what this week and this day has for us, because it is Monday motivation, and we know that we always need that motivation to get our day going, right? So this day promises to become a day that you and we are going to share and, of course, exchange that energy by being with us throughout the show. Because we've got so much lined up for you, and as mentioned that you need to improve and also encourage your friends and families to travel all around South Africa and what it has to offer. So for today, we are going to be highlighting Klip Riversberg Nature Reserve, just 10 kilometers from Johannesburg city center and 5 kilometers from Soweto, and it is the largest proclaimed reserve in the metropolitan area, spanning over 700 hectares. Known as Johannesburg's Jewel of the South, it offers a remarkable mix of wildlife, history and natural beauty. Visitors can spot zebra, red hartebeest, black wildebeest, and over 230 bird species, making it a paradise for birders. The reserve also holds archaeological, geological, and cultural treasures, enriching the outdoor experience. With hiking as its main activity, this tranquil haven provides city dwellers with an accessible escape into the wild, right on the doorstep. You know, TC, who knew Joburg's wild side is just 10 minutes away?
And it's the city's biggest reserve. Perfect for hiking escapes.
Yeah, and you are talking about the Klip Riversberg, zebra, wild beast, even 230 bird species.
Man, it's the city's biggest reserve, Johannesburg, Jewel of the South, right on your doorstep. And of course, you're probably wondering, how am I going to get there, TC? Don't worry, I've got just the plug for you. Check out Tswelopele Tours.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Tswelopele Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Tswelopele Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
Bochomi was standing up because you know what? We have a jam-packed show just for you. Of course, you know, right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, we always get those guests that are going to contribute to your day, to give you that daily dose of positivity with that energetic start to the day. And one of those guests today is Kabelo Tsotetsi, who is a 20-year-old entrepreneur from Thokoza, Gauteng. And he's redefining the hustle hustle in his community. Born and raised in the vibrant streets of Thokoza, Kabelo launched his first business in 2023 while still in high school, selling fast food and snacks to classmates and locals. What began as a side hustle quickly grew into fully fledged enterprise. And of course, he will be right here in studio to give you inspiration and of course business insight as a mover and shaker and of course as an entrepreneur in our communities. And of course, Uvusi Muzi Shaba, founder of Vusma Fashion Styles, is a creative director and art director specializing in art direction, productions design and cultural events. He has led creative direction for major campaigns including Vodacom, Voos, Macro, Cars.co.za, Acon, Cotton Fest, and Diamond Platinum's Komasava, which gained 46 million views. So through these platforms like the Creative Playground and Creative Spin, he creates opportunities for young creatives, shaping culture and empowering communities in South Africa. Now, I know these are guests and conversations you and I would be both looking forward to, especially if you're looking just for that little bit of a Monday motivation and of course inspiration for the rest of the week. And of course, as you know, we are going to get you updated on what's going on inside and around Mzansi with your news and sports headlines, followed by your traffic. But of course, let's start with your weather because you know outside is looking a little bit sunny, but you never know, the weather could just change. So stay tuned as we give you your weather update, followed by your daily bread.
My name is Musi Mist.
My name is Moketi Maimane.
Catch us every weekday morning, Monday to Friday between 7 and 10.
Right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network.
Always bringing you the best content possible.
Vooka Nati, wake up with us and kickstart your day on a great note.
This is your energetic start to your day.
How? Chomi, you still cooking with cha, salt and prayers. Yo. But don't stress, ungawari, because your time to shine in the kitchen is here. Amapele Spices for Africa and the Vooka Breakfast Show have said, let's bless you with some spices that will slap harder than Umama's 7 colors. Vooka Flavor Fridays is here. We're serving flavor, vibes, and vibes with flavor. Flavor Fridays is the only plug you need to turn your kitchen into a 5-star chill spot. For 8 weeks, you stand a chance to win spice hampers that take your meals from meh to just by subscribing and tuning into your daily dose of positivity for an energetic start to the day. So Hypo, what are you waiting for? Don't miss out. Flavor is calling. Waza.
All right, once again, a very good morning. Let us keep you updated with your latest news headline making rounds. On your first headline, Thabo Bester may sue Netflix over documentary damages. Thabo Bester's lawyer says he may sue Netflix for damages after High Court in Pretoria dismissed his urgent application to block a documentary about his alleged prison escape. The case brought by Bester and Nandi Pamakudumana was rejected on grounds that alternative legal remedies exist. The judge indicated that pursuing damage is a viable option, prompting Bester's legal team to consider further actions. On your next headline, Danny Jordan's fraud trial postponed to November 21. The fraud trial of SAFA President Danny Jordan, CFO Hroni Hluyo, and businessman Trevor Nithling has been postponed to November 21st. The delay follows the state's acquisition of 64 gigabytes of new evidence. Jordan and Hluyo are also contesting the legality of March 2024 search and seizure at SAFA House, which occurred 8 months before their arrest. The High Court in Johannesburg has yet to rule on that challenge. All three accused face charges of fraud and conspiracy to commit fraud and are currently out on bail, 20,000 bail each. On our last headline, Tau scraps credit rules following overwhelming public opposition. Minister Parks Tau has withdrawn a proposed credit regulation that would have required schools and universities to report student credit data. Following over 20,000 public submissions, most opposing the move, the Department of Trade, Industry and Competition praised the public's strong democratic engagement. Tau pledged to revise the approach to protect students from harmful credit practices while improving access to finances for MSMEs. He also committed to broad consultation before drafting new regulation. Deputy Minister Nonxeba Mhlauli echoed efforts to ease youth financial burdens and prevent unfair blacklisting, aligning with the Presidential Youth Employment Initiative. That's all for your news headline. Heading over to sports news, starting off with football news. Pirates win fourth MTN 8 title in a row. Orlando Pirates claimed a historic fourth consecutive MTN 8 title with a 3-0 extra time win over Stellenbosch. After a goalless 90 minutes, Tepang Moremi scored twice and Terofatso Mabasa added another to seal the victory. Pirates dominated chances throughout, with Apolis providing 2 key assists. The win marks a record third straight title defense for Soweto Giant. Now on your next headline, Arsenal spoil Eng return and Chelsea held by Brentford. Arsenal went top of the Premier League with a 3-0 win over Nottingham Forest thanks to Martin Zubimendi brace and Gyökeres goal. Chelsea drew 2-2 at Brentford after a late Fabio Carvalho equalizer. Tottenham beat 10-man West Ham 3-0 while Nick Woltemade scored on debut to give Newcastle a 1-0 win over Wolves. Bournemouth edge Brighton 2-1. Now heading over to your rugby news, Lawrence in England squad after 6 months out. Ollie Lawrence returns to England's 36-man squad for the autumn internationals after recovering from an Achilles injury that dashed his Lions' tour hopes. He joins fellow returnees Fraser Dingwall and George Fairbank, while Maro Itoje and others are sidelined with minor issues. Notable absentees include Alex Dombrandt, Max Ojomo, and Theo Dan. England face Australia, Fiji, New Zealand and Argentina starting on the 1st of November. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more sports and news updates throughout the show. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these headlines with us on social media using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show and send us your voice note on 0604933226. Now, let us take a short break, and after this break, TC will be giving you your latest traffic headline standing by.
destination and let go all inhibitions now with no intermission. Why are you so goddamn cold? Tell me why, 'cause you know this ain't no love. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love.
All right, Mzansi, if you are on the roads, let's get you safe to your destination with your latest traffic update. And now, with your first traffic update on the N1 southbound, there is a stationary vehicle after the Beklu interchange that has now been cleared. All lanes are open, so do drive carefully as there is residual congestion that may remain in this area. Expect heavy traffic between the Brakfontein interchange and Olifantsfontein Road. All lanes are open, but delays are likely due to congestion. And a new stationary vehicle has been reported after the Beklu interchange, this time affecting the left lane. Proceed with caution in this area. Of course, now that's it from me for your traffic. And if you do happen to be on the roads, do make sure to share your traffic update using the hashtags Vooka Traffic and Vooka Breakfast Show, or send us your voice notes using the number 060-493-3226. Now, I know you do want to be Vookified. That's why you are still tuned in. And now we're about to give you that daily dose of positivity for that energetic start to the day. Don't go anywhere.
Heartbeats up and down, I'm in a gambling phase. We're going round and round, it's a trampoline stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath, and I don't care if we make a mess. It doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide? You're stuck in this situation and let go all inhibitions now with no intermission. Why are you so goddamn cold? Tell me why, 'cause you know this ain't no love. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low, keep it on the low. 'Cause you know this ain't no love. I want you to be bona fide. Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be
아무런 생각도 하지 말고 저 깊은 곳으로 뛰어들어 볼까 아주 잠시 눈을 감고 하나 둘 숨을 머금고 붉게 물든 일거리를 짓는 맘 가는 대로 훌쩍 마른 vibe 조금씩 다가오는 밤을 따라 맘 가는 대로 let's ride 발길 닿는 대로 try 여기 마른 vibe 끝없는 이 밤 위로 fly high 아무 걱정 말고 let's dive 이 밤을 향해 ride and vibe come on 둘만 아는 곳으로 너와 나의 paradise 높여 계속 가야 해 이 설레임이 사라지기 전에 저 멀리 떠나볼까 발끝이 닿는 곳으로 오직 둘만의 비밀인 거야 아무런 고민도 하지 말고 저 바닷속으로 뛰어들어보자 아주 잠시 눈을 감고 하나 둘 입을 맞추고 붉게 물든 저 너울 짓는 맘 가는 대로 훌쩍 마른 vibe 조금씩 다가오는 밤을 따라 맘 가는 대로 let's ride
And yes, of course, it is your energetic start to your day, accompanied by the of positivity. Happy Monday, Vooka Nation. Happy, good Monday to everyone who is listening and watching from wherever they are. I hope that you guys had a very good weekend. And of course, man, with this Monday, that's where we unpack everything that took place, man. And some of people, they experience good news. You know, there are some of the things that you have done, activities that took place that you have done with your family and friends. And of course, man, Monday, that's where you meet with your co-workers and you come to work, or you come to different spaces, you speak about what happened. And that is what exactly that we're going to be doing on this beautiful morning, because as I mentioned, that there is so much lined up. With that being said, please do make sure that you join us throughout our social media pages. We are Vooka Breakfast Show on all social media platforms. Right now we are live on YouTube, but do make sure that you press the subscription button and the notification button so that whenever we go live, you will be notified as that special Vooka Nation member, right? And of course, not forgetting that competitions and winners are still being announced on Amapelepele, right? Because competition, of course, occurs and has you winning amazing prizes like your spice hampers. And of course, as we mentioned, that each and every Wednesday there is a winner that's announced right here on the show, and those people are going to highlight them. And of course, we are going to encourage some of you who have not, of course, entered the competition to tell you what is it that you need to do in order for yourself to win yourself those spices. So please do make sure that you stay with us, because this Monday promises, of course, to become a wonderful and a beautiful Monday.
And of course, if you are one of our beautiful queens, today is the last day that you can enter to be the For Instance Muse right here with the Vooka Breakfast Show, Prime Cut Creatives, and For Instance by Noni M. That's for that photo shoot, that editorial fashion shoot that you can be a part of, to be the spotlight, to be the queen, to be the star, to step into your glow up season, your queen era, right? Where you can be the For Instance Muse. And shout out to all the beautiful women that have entered thus far. We see you, we appreciate you, and of course, if you're still one of those queens who wants to step into this week in style, you can still go out there on our social media platforms and let us know what is your style, and of course, how do you express it. And of course, subscribe to the Vooka Breakfast Show, follow For Instance and Prime Cut Creatives, and then stay tuned, because then you might be chosen to model and have that photo shoot where you will be the star of the show. And of course, it's a beautiful Monday morning, as long as you're here with us, where we set the tone for the rest of the week. So how are you setting setting the tone for this week? Are you stepping into the week with style? Are you stepping into the week, counting your wins and not your losses? Are you counting your blessings and not, your misfortunes? Are you happy? Are you well? How are you this morning? Let's do those morning check-ins. Come into the chat. It's hashtag Sivugile, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Let us know how you're feeling, because you know what? This side, the vibes are always high and the energy is always positive.
Yeah, good things have been there and good things are coming, because I know that we always say good things are coming, but I think sometimes you just need to take that time to reflect and say, no man, actually good things have indeed came, right? So you need to celebrate those moments, and those moments, of course, man, they include us giving you some of the things that you have never heard of or you have never seen, right? So of course, as we also mentioned, that we've got so much lined up for you, and of course that includes the conversation that we're going to have with our guests. Just to give you a recap once again of the guests that we are going to be joined by. So one of the guys who is going to be with us in the studio, of course, is Uvusmusi Shaba, right? Founder of Vusima Fashion Styles. He is a creative director and art director specializing in art direction, production design and cultural events. He has led creative directions for major campaigns including Vodacom, Views, Macro, Cars.co.za, and Acon at Cotton Fest, and Diamond Platinums, Komasava. 46 million views is what they have, of course, in YouTube. Through platforms like the Creative Playground and Creative Spin, he creates opportunities for young creatives, shaping culture and empowering communities in South Africa. Empowerment, of course, is what we will be talking about and is what we will be highlighting on this beautiful Monday, because we all need empowerment from the weekend that we are coming from. So I know that some of you, men, when it comes to empowerment, it's something that you have never even got from the structure or the support that you have with your friends or your family. Don't worry, I think that our guests, they are here to let you know, because they are the ones who have traveled this journey, they are the ones who have traveled this road, and they're here to also unpack it for all of us.
Yeah, man, one thing that I love about the guests that we have on the show is that they do not play small.
Yeah.
And in the fact that they don't play small, and you as the Vooka Nation are right here tuning into the Vooka Breakfast Show every morning, is a testament to you choosing not to play small, stepping into your power and recognizing that your biggest come up is your biggest comeback.
Yeah.
So I am excited to hear everything that they have in store for us, and of course to be inspired by their stories and uplifted by the work that they've done and empowered through their journey, through their different industries and on their different paths. So of course, what mostly is interesting me right now is because this past weekend the Vooka Breakfast Show in collaboration with Sebenza Nati and some other stakeholders held a hike called Vugandoda. There's many times where we've seen initiatives and programs that look to uplifting women, speaking on women's issues, but as I've said before, right, women and men need to coexist in peace. They need to recognize each other's struggles, and of course, to do that, one has to work on themselves first. So I'm glad to see that there are men out there who are saying it's time to stand up and to fix ourselves in before we aim to show up as our best selves in societies, and of course before we even aim to uphold the people and women in our societies. So I'm glad to see that hike took place, and I cannot wait to hear from you, Mekete, because you are one of the people that attended that. But a thought that has been on my mind this morning is this: Vooka Nation, wherever you are, whether it is that you're in the office, trying to get your day started, still calibrating yourself, setting the tone for your day, or maybe you're at home, you just let the kids go, and you're just trying to figure out the rest of your day, or perhaps you're still trying to wake up. What I can say to you, if you are going through something right now, is give yourself permission to heal. Healing begins when you stop judging yourself for what happened and allow yourself to grow from it. Your healing journey starts the moment you give yourself permission to let go of shame and embrace growth. Healing isn't about judging yourself, but also it's about and also, it's not about forgetting the past. It's about honoring your story and choosing self-love over self-blame. Start today by reminding yourself that reminding yourself that you are worthy of peace, happiness, and emotional freedom. So yes, Vooka Breakfast Show, it's where it's at, man. Every morning we are here to give you that daily dose of positivity for that energetic start to your day. But anyways, Mwekezi, so tell us more about what this Vooka hike was about, and of course what your takeaway from the hike was.
Of course, man. I think this stems from the question of how was your weekend, right? And of course, man, it was so much uplifting, and there were so many takeaways that I would even take the whole day, talking about, because one of the thing is the theme, of the whole hike, going there as men to discuss, which according to you and according to the, according to how society has shaped you, all the people you have surrounded yourself with, the men or the women that you grew up around, what is it that they have taught you in terms of what is a man? And according to you, when you grow up with your own experiences, what is a man? But what I took from the conversation that we had when, we sat around on the group discussion, everyone started with, just letting us know the journey that they have traveled to become where they are, because someone out there doesn't really know how to interpret or how to define what is a man, and others, the only thing that they can think about is being a man is standing up for yourself, even if
or being hard, because I get it, that's like what you get taught, like boys don't cry, exactly. You can't show weakness, if you show any vulnerability, that is weakness, a man cannot show emotion, all of that. So things like exploring masculinity, your identity, to say, okay, some of the things that you're doing right now, where are they, or what do they stem from, right? So you got to understand that each and every one has their own journey. But when we were discussing, sitting down, a lot of us were like, guys, I actually relate to what you are saying, because it's something that I also have been through, and I also discovered some of the things about myself, because whenever you sit around people, and I really appreciated the space and the platform that we were given, because it's a space that I have never been into. Like, I have never went on with the guys just to say, guys, okay, our today's theme, this is what you're going to talk about, because every time when you sit with gents, it's like, hey, Dwana, push, positivity, hey, women this, hey, women that, but we never, and it's also that thing that I find quite discouraging sometimes. It's the sense that why is it when we're in spaces where we're supposed to heal, our healing must take place at the expense of the other gender, where it's like you're almost putting them down, you're bashing them, instead of like saying, okay, no, we recognize that perhaps the other gender contributes to certain factors about ourselves that we haven't dealt with. Let us deal with that first before we then mirror that, or we can judge the other gender, because I always go back to nature as a referral, right? In nature, as you can see, there has to be a yin and a yang, right? There has to be male and female. And we are co-creators of this plane. We are co-creators of society. And as co-creators of society, we cannot ignore each other's the part that we everybody has to play in co-creating this. As much as yes, we've explained and discussed all the issues facing our country right now with the GBV stats and everything else in between that contribute to perhaps society having so much misery, where now people are focused so much on the bad and not the good. It's refreshing to see that there are men who are willing to say I am the problem, and there are also women who are willing to say I am the problem, because then those are the people that we need to keep pushing to make their voices be heard, to amplify those voices, because those are the voices we need. We don't need the voices that bash each other to make a way for each other. I mean, there is healthy feminism, and I can say perhaps there is a healthy sort of patriarchy. It's just finding out where the healthy comes in. Do you understand? For both parts. Where now I'm saying, as a woman, this is what I need. In my femininity, and as a man, this is what I need in my masculinity, and this is what I understand in my masculinity, and this is what I understand in my femininity, and how then you find each other in between all of that, and you coexist peacefully. You understand? Also something that I'm coming to learn in my own personal journey is that we spend so much time judging others.
True. Observing other
and
people.
Observing others, because the thing about certain things, when they hit close to home, most things is most people, or how we mostly judge the world, is mostly a reflection of us. And I'm glad you said you guys looked at how, like, the journey of yourselves, who groomed you, how you grew up, because like how you feel and how you perceive the world is usually how you're going to judge it, right? And that's how you're gonna that's the perspective you're gonna use to pass judgment onto it. And so whatever you judge the world as, it starts off with you, and basically the world is a mirror of yourself. So it's about learning to work on those parts of yourself where you feel like, here I can do better, here I can grow, and then from there, seeing how you can better yourself. Just growth, man. We all just strive just to put one foot in front of the other and to go forward.
Man. And I got to learn that guys actually have a lot to say, right? And of course it's all about who to say it, who to say it to. Understand? And how, because now is the next person going to understand what I'm really going through? Because there's this whole notion that people tend to say, guys, as in, you don't even understand what I'm going through, and you will never understand. I think it's up to us to how do you make people understand what you're going through, so that you put them in the same path that
yeah. That's also another thing that I'm glad that you guys got to talking about, in the sense that it's almost acceptable in society that men are the ones that cannot express themselves. It's almost acceptable in society that it's okay for a man not to know how to articulate his emotions, or to rather be too silent over actually speaking about how he feels, which then we've seen that doesn't help, because then it just perpetuates certain situations. But I'm glad you said it's in the how you express that, because it even as a woman, it makes it's not going to be different if you say, I'm a woman, I need to be heard, and then you are not, in the how you express yourself is not, it's not respectful towards the other person. It's not constructive. It's just basically just you shouting, or it's just learning healthy ways of communicating, and also emotional regulation, guys. Emotional regulation isn't a female problem or a male problem. It's a societal issue. Hence we're seeing all these issues in society, because emotional regulation is an issue that everyone has to work on.
And another thing, man, of course, man, not to also forget some of the special mentions, man, like Abantu Bafana Nabo Chef Extra, who also pulled through and man cooked us a very good meal, man. Like a very good meal, bro.
Nourish the hearts and the minds and souls of men.
Yeah. You know, when we
Cast
got
iron, man.
Yeah, when we got to his place, when he was loading all of those pots, I was like, yes, this man is passionate with what he's doing, man. Because I think he's the one who came up with the idea of, no, guys, I think I'll cook at home and then bring the food, because now braai sometimes takes time and you might need a lot of things when you get there. It's better to say, you know what, let us, take a hike. Because obviously somebody needs to, stay. And I cannot only do the braai one. The least that I can do is to warm the food up, right? And another thing, man, that I want to mention is mentorship. You know, that a lot of us grew up without proper, mentorship. And you see it with, on everyone. Because now we are playing these characters to say, no, man, I'm strong. And the advices that I have got from my friends, they are enough. And I've seen myself, forfeiting some of the decision that I have to make because I thought I didn't have the mentorship to do what I'm supposed to do. Right, so being there and being surrounded, by the guys, I felt so safe. I felt like, okay, now I can speak whatever that I want to talk about. But in the meantime, I was like, you know what, guys, the disclaimer is I think I need 17 years because for so long I have been conserved with the things that I want to talk about. And of course, I'm just going to give you like the snapshots, just the snapshots. And it's crazy, and it's also something that you find interesting when you see people saying, you know what, Mfana, I relate to what you're saying. And now you feel like you have somebody who is close to you, and they are willing to share the journey with you and make you understand, Orentwana, I was there. And all thanks to, people like Mr. Hannes, Mr. Osvaldo, Tumsani, Musi, Kolane, no Paseka, because they were the ones who were like, I think when it comes to the age gap, they have more experience than us. And they have shared their heart out to say, guys, while you're still young, there's some of the things that you will do. There's some of the things that when you think about taking that decision, you think about what is going to come next, right? And for them, with growing up and trying to navigate life, there are some of the, circumstances that they had to face, obstacles that they had to face. But with that being said, it's an experience that you need to take and tell it to the next generation. And what I like is we were taught not only to become strong men but to become leaders, because that is what our society is lacking right now. Men who are in leadership, because some of the men, they yearn for things that these young men want. Imagine a man 60-year-old and a 26-year-old yearning for the same thing. There's no leadership there. There's no huge distinction to say, okay, who is a leader right here if we are all going to want the same things, right? But we had a very good time just by opening up and listening to some of the deep and powerful insights that the guys have given, and it's something that each and every guy and each and every, person out there, not only guys, but I feel like each and every human being, they need this time, man.
I just feel like, guys, we just have to be better for each other, man.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I just sit and I think about the world in which my daughters are having to be in, and then to think that my nephew, he doesn't have a mom, he doesn't have a dad, and he's gonna be someone's husband one day. I was actually talking to him this weekend, as he was watching me go through my own stuff, and he's just, I can see like the pain behind his eyes,
yes.
And I'm like, I don't want you to look at me and maybe one day when you're grown, think of, I don't want to put someone else's daughter through the pain my aunt went through, or I don't want to put someone else's daughter, because his mom, unalived herself. He knows that it kills him every day. I can see it, and like, I remember him sitting there saying, of everything she could go through, why couldn't she stay alive just for me? I'm like, sometimes when we go through stuff and we fail to see, my sister was hurt, man. She
Yeah.
was deeply hurt. I
Yeah.
remember having to go rescue her from an abusive situation. And she was in an abusive relationship. And I know she loved her children.
Yeah.
My sister loved her kids. But I don't know, that situation put her in such a dark place that she couldn't even feel their love. And she couldn't see their love, that they needed her. And in a way, I was like, the guy, right now, till today, I see him, he's still living the same way that caused my sister to be in such a dark place. He's still living that same life. He hasn't changed anyway. In actual fact, he's gone deeper into a dark hole. Now he's just pulled someone else into his abyss of darkness. And in a way, I'm like, dude, you've got a daughter, because my nephew has a sister. And now his sister's being raised by that man's mother.
Yeah.
And she's a prayerful woman. She goes to church, and she, in a way, I'm like, because she's always like enabled him, because she's always rescued him out of any situation that he's found himself in. And I'm like, do boy moms, as much as, yes, sometimes, like we find that say mothers will be having to raise boy children by themselves. Do they recognize that sometimes accountability, because they say, like Musi says, women can't be accountable, and sometimes it's hard for them to hold themselves accountable, hence sometimes it's hard for women to hold other people accountable. Do they recognize that then is like, you're not raising your children for yourself, you're raising your children for the rest of the world? So when you don't hold your child accountable, that means then he will never be accountable in the world that he's going to live in. So when he cannot be accountable in the world that he's going to be living in, what kind of society is he going to create?
And of course, man, he goes on to his journey and now meets people who were taught life differently, and they see him differently. That's where judgment comes in. That's where you start to connect the dots from where people are coming from. And now that child, how does he come out? How does he vocalize? How does he now express himself in front of people to say, guys, some of the things I have never understood them the way you guys understand them, right? Hence, we are also speaking about accepting and embracing some of the things that are going on in your life, because I also noticed that a lot of us, we put on this face, wherever we go, we put on this face, we hide whatever that is going on with us, and then yes, people will take that face. Hence, there's a term, I don't buy face. There are people who buy face, to say whatever face that you're giving them, we are going to treat you the way you treat us. And if you are somebody who now comes and seeking for help, they're like, no, we thought you have it all, and when now you are not a person that can actually ask for help, you are strong. You're strong, so you can do it, man.
Amen. Like the term, we need to start redefining what strength looks like I said, like there's a lot of things in society now that we need to start to redefine, and by redefine I mean we need to redefine it for yourself. How does strength look like for you? How does healthy communication look like for you? How does a lot of things look like for you? And then you see, how do those things that you're redefining, how do those things that you're applying to yourself affect the world in which you live in? Because I get it starts with you, and then after that it goes on to the rest of the world. So then how does that now, if you redefine strength and you're saying, okay, for me, strength is being able to show my vulnerability. Now, going into the rest of the world, does that mean now you wear your heart on your sleeve? No, the world's gonna play with you, man. Can't wear your heart on your sleeve. But if you're vulnerable with the right kind of people, you build yourself a solid support structure, then you're able to be vulnerable with those people.
Yeah.
And they will not judge you. Instead, they will hold space. And to hold space for someone is for you to allow them to be the person they need to be in that moment in order for them to progress, to heal, and then grow from it. And also, to hold space also is being able to hold someone accountable for the things they want, right?
Yeah.
Like me, I can't say I want peace, but I'm not contributing to the peace that I say I want. And then now when I say, yeah, Mo, neke batla peace, all I want is peace. And then Ksasa, you're like, Maratisi unete ubata peace. Maratisi right now is not being a peaceful person. Then you come and say, TC, remember when you said you want peace? But right now, I feel like you're not being a peaceful person.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So a deep, of course, reflection that we need to have with ourselves, man. And there's something with connecting with nature, that people do not understand.
Hey, man, nature does something.
Sometimes people will say, yo, no, guys, you don't understand, man, what happens there. Like, you really, really don't understand until you are in that situation, and then you walk, and then you start to feel like this place is connecting deeply with me. I am having a sense of belonging in this place.
I imagine, Mo, you're giving me, I need to go back to hosting like with my Sacred Sundays. Hey, man, you know what, guys, I'm sorry, all the people, because I saw, something that also hurt me a little bit was like I kept seeing people leaving the Sacred Sundays group.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, man. But also I recognize that they're leaving because the thing they came there for no longer exists, which was, they came there for that impact, for that empowerment, that those powerful sessions we used to have, and I stopped hosting those. So, man, now that it's spring, and I feel like, September has been a turning point, not only for society, but for myself.
Yeah.
I think maybe those are the moments that I'm going to go back to, the things that give me purpose, the things that make me feel like I have a role to play in my life and in other people's lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vanilla,
You have a
look like
guess,
there's
right?
something
Yeah.
No, guys. I mean, speaking of reflection, so also this weekend was the burial at Mamaga Castle, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
it was me, Kat, and Afri.
Yeah.
So Kat was wearing a suit, man. Looked very different.
Yeah.
Looked very different. But hopefully it took a picture, or Afri did. But yeah. So in terms of reflector, Castor, Mama has transitioned. The Bible also says we don't die, we transform. And because we're in this 3D plane, she has then transcended and gone beyond this plane. So it was the burial. It went well for the most part. And yeah, I mean, there was also a little bit of drama, like in my tune in. There are these guys that come through to help out. So for example, if the Undertaker didn't come with spades.
Oh, yes. Oh, then
yeah,
I've realized these days it's become mandatory. Ban rent. It's almost like ban rent sale. Like, it's not like ban bolega gutai tatani like before, where it was a thing of ubuntu nje siyan bolega ngoba siyanbona nayitinga. Now it's a thing of Melanie is compensating tate ispade to lethani imali. I think that was the situation.
Yeah, much it panda anjalo. So this one guy comes through so in the middle of a burial, like Sabayambamba la poor man handling him.
Wow.
I mean, I thought they could have just said, okay, Asambian so kulume sighting, but let the ceremony continue. But yeah, no, it went well. So I guess also for him, this is a time of reflecting.
Yes.
But not just him only, but Nagit that are still here. That, look, man, if you've got chance and opportunity to make an impact, tell someone that you love them, appreciate them, then do it now. And hopefully it's not a case where man, after 2 months or 3 months this whole thing is gone. It's back to
because family members, yes, they are there's times where they just tell you "Horai, itlo feta." But I'm
Hey
I'm
man, that's been my mom this whole weekend.
Hey.
Like, all this, kuzodlula, uzoba ngcono usasemncane, uzoba right mntanami,
Yo.
type thing. And I'm like, I hear you, mom, but
Yeah.
right now that's not how I'm feeling.
Yo, man.
Now it feels like my world is coming to an end.
There's an honest thing that my cousin said on a funeral, and I think it freed me, from that moment, because he said, Ntwana, I'm hearing what people are saying,
Yeah.
and obviously they're not spending time with you together with your mom, right? You're the only one who knows how it feels to be with your mom, right? And I know, boy, it's not going to be easy. That's one thing I'm going to tell you. It's not. And when somebody's honest in that way, you're able to take it, and now you're starting to accept. And when people start to say, "Eish, you
It's like, man, do you know how this, when, it's, and that's why I was saying to you this morning, this morning as we were getting ready for the show, it's like, what makes those voices in your head that lie, like where we saying those voices in your head are lying? It's not that, it's just, it's what they're saying. It's the emotion that behind them that makes them so impactful and that influences us so much. People will always think, no, but like, don't listen to those voices. They lying. Yes, but do you know that it's the emotion? Do you know those emotions come from somewhere? So it's about dealing with the emotions that come with the voices in your head, right? That tell you when you're sad that this is it. I need to eat myself. I must, where you find yourself in that dark hole. Like I'm telling you now, my nephew, right now in his moment, I remember him breaking down and being like, why couldn't she just, I get it, but why couldn't she live for me? Like, I am somebody. I am somebody. I loved her. I love her. But I had to sit him down and make him understand that I understand that, but those voices in her head, you need to understand they came with the emotions that you yourself can't understand. Yeah. And you don't know where those emotions come from. Yeah. And so you cannot say that, she should have chosen the love for you. And whatnot. Yes, she should have. And should is a word that sometimes you need to break up with, because you need to face what is. Yes. Right, instead of what should be. Accept the reality that she lost the fight against the voices. So because she lost the fight against those voices, I'm sorry that it's affecting you that badly. And I recognize it, but I am here. Right? Your grandmother's here. And as much as, yes, I know you need her, I cannot dictate what that feels like. And hence I'm saying you deal with that how you know how to. But whenever you need me, I'm here. Yes, she should have stayed for you, but she couldn't. So what do we do with that now?
Hey guys, all prayers to those who need deep healing. And I think with me, I've also realized that a lot of things I have just let them pass, and everything I was just leaving, passively, it's fine, but things keep on piling up, guys. They do pile up, and trust me. And
remember, we were celebrating mindful. What was the day? On Friday it was mindful.
Mindful day.
Of mindfulness. And it's something that I've realized, that when we spend our lives like being mindful of the steps you take, the words you speak, how you show up in the world, man, a lot of things change, because you're not just doing things for the sake of doing them. You're doing them with intention. Intention. Someone once said, once said, intention is the only religion in the world.
Wow.
Intention.
Profound.
Yeah.
Intention is the only religion in the world. Woo! Yeah, but with that being said, man, at Klufendal Nature Reserve, of course, man, had us very nice right there, we were very welcomed with warm hands, did the greetings and everything. And of course, man, the departure, we wrapped up the day with gratitude, reflection, of course, heading out, face life refreshed and also inspired. Because, every time when we end these discussions, we just can't end them. No, we need to give each other,
strategic
viable,
steps. Like, how are we going? Actionable steps, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You understand? So, yeah, man, it was very, very, very fruitful. I know that we won't just end here while we talk about what happened, but I believe that more is coming as we are seeing that a lot of us need healing, man. We really need healing.
The world needs healing. The world
guys.
has gone through, like, even Mother Nature herself, right?
Ish.
I mean, usebenza nathi, the aim is to heal the earth by, taking or handling waste in a responsible and sustainable way. So you see, it's not only us that needs healing. Even the world we live in needs healing, from us. So, if we start to recognize how we can do better, we will start being better people, and our earth and our world will start being a better place to be in. And then we'll be happier people, guys. I am a firm believer, even in my mental health advocacy, amen. Like, yay, your mind, man. This thing here. It's the most powerful thing in your body. Yeah. Because even now, if right now I feel like shutting down. If I were to shut down right here, even my organs can shut down. Even my heart can shut down. Right there. The minute this thing shuts down. So I need to take care of this.
Yeah. Taking care of every aspect of your life, because I also spoke about love again. Sometimes, and of course most of the time, when you love each and every aspect of your life, you start to change. When you start to put yourself first, because there are people who always think that when I put people first and come last, it's going to work out for me, because now
and
people
it doesn't. Guys, that's one way. That's self. It's called self-abandonment. When you think you loving, like, someone else's refusal to see your worth is a signal for you to keep trying harder to show them how much that's one way. You just that's one way of just putting yourself in a worse off situation, because you're like abandoning yourself, because you're like, so you keep trying harder and harder. But you need to recognize also another way, we need to stop parenting each other. We need to start loving each other, and not parent each other. It's easy to start to parent each other in relationships. I get it, because we know each other's wounds. Because there's a certain level sometimes of bonding, and that where you start to understand that the other person's hurts, their pain, right? And in doing that, in a way, you start to look at them in a way that you're like, man, I'd love for this person not to feel like this again. But you need to also remember that is not your duty.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So on this beautiful Monday, man, that's what we, of course, have for you, man. And I think going forward and each and every day of our lives, that's what we need to do, just to do some self-reflection. And if you're also seeking mentorship, man, there are guests that we have that offer that for you, exclusively for you. So all you need to do is to make sure that you stay with us across all social media platforms, so that whenever we heal not only as individuals, but we heal as a nation, as this nation, and of course
the Vooka Nation.
The Vooka Nation, man. So yeah, man, with that being said, of course, man, there are people who have been joining the chat right there. Nelly Swamni coming through right. That's a good Monday. #Vooka Breakfast Show. #Vooka Nation. New week, and of course new hopes. Good morning to you. I hope that you're going to have a wonderful day ahead of you. And then Zinzi comes through saying a very good morning, Vooka Nation, and the amazing breakfast team. Sivugile and feeling blessed as we start a new week. #Vooka Breakfast Show. And then she comes back and say, happy Monday and mid-month, and wishing you all a blessed day and of course a week ahead. already we are in the middle of the month.
Hey,
Nkosi yami,
We're going down to
2025
the
is gone,
the
man.
equinox?
Yeah.
The spring equinox.
Exactly,
Yes. So
right.
guys, for me, this is just a signal to say, turn over a new leaf. Turn over a new leaf.
Yeah, man. So it's those kind of things, of course, that we always need to look out for and look forward to, right? Miss Q Rams saying good morning, Vooka Nation. Happy Monday and a blessed new week to you all. Of course, man. Good morning to you and happy Monday to you too. Tebimni saying what a wonderful sunny Monday, Vooka team and Vooka Nation. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivugile. Good morning. And Phuma kwelanga. Mukusho khona ukuthi injabulisa sekhona. I think that's what the say says. But yeah, man, uphuma kwelanga, it means there's life, and there's more life coming. So of course, man, we are looking forward to sunny months and waking up early, looking forward to how our days are going to turn out, of course, without heavy and thunderstorms out there to mess up our plans. And then Tembi comes through saying hashtag happy Monday, hashtag 140 episodes, be blessed and stay focused. Thank you so much, ma. We are going to stay focused because without focus, we could have been at episode 14 now, right? But it is with a focus that we are determined and of course, man, putting the hard work to be where we are, man. Consistency, right? And then she says, I'm sorry, Ndlovukazi. I'm so sorry.
Mama.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. It's just the things that keep us grounded, growing. And in those moments of reflection, when you take stock of your life, you start to see how much you've gone through and how far you've come. I'm not even gonna speak on my mom. She's gone through losing 2 children. She's gone through losing her whole family. She's an orphan as I speak. She knows what being an orphan feels like because she is an orphan as we speak.
Yeah.
She knows what losing children feels like because she's lost 2.
Yeah.
And she survived that. And now she just keeps saying, TC, if I had to lose you, amen, I don't know what I would do. I feel like that's when my whole world will that's when I'm just gonna give up on life. Ukuthi manje ingane yami engayicela uNkulunkulu, ingane yami engayicela kumdali engayinika amadlozi uma ngangishiya ngasho ke ukuthi impilo yami isingiphelele ngempela. So man, it's the people we keep choosing to show up for.
Yeah, man, that is very powerful. And of course, all healing to you, man, and to all of us that we need. And of course, man, take life serious. Don't be like Mo. And there's this weird, because I'm somebody who has a lot of voices in my head. I had this weird dream yesterday, and for me it was funny because I found it funny. I mean, there are dreams that I have that I'm not willing to share with anyone publicly, but this one, I'm coming from, I don't know where I was coming from, but I see this old classmate of mine, she's passing by. I'm like, no man, I know this girl, right? While she's passing by, she stands by the corner and I now recognize her. Hi man, this is Vanessa. Vanessa takes out a cigarette, she starts smoking and say, Mokiti, please come here. How? I'm like, Aibo Vanessa, so man. So I go to her when I get there and she's like, ever thought of those the money that you took out for someone's parent who passed away? Hore, don't you ever think, hore, how much it is right now? I'm like, Aibo, what do you mean now? When somebody's parent passed away, ne renta di 3 rand, 35 rand. Ever thought, hore, how much is it right now? I'm like, Aibo, okay.
Is that something you dreamt about?
Serious.
Your dreams are weird. Wow.
This is the exact thing that I was dreaming about. So I'm like, okay, I'm interested.
Okay.
She goes inside the house. She comes back with his father. And then I'm calling my brother. I'm like, hey man, there's this weird thing that is happening right now. They want to show me that I have money, right? So my brother comes and then she comes out with her dad, right? The dad takes out this book and he starts showing us that some of my friends, one of my friends came out and my friends had 50-something thousand rand.
What?
The money that accumulated over the years, right? Had 50-something thousand. almost everyone had like 50 to 40,000 rands.
Wow.
And I'm like, yo, guys, you must come and claim your money.
Maybe
Then it got to me.
Mali somewhere, mo, eh?
Then it got to more. Guess how much I had? 88 rand.
Oh my God.
Honestly, like I saw like the 88 because everyone was like, yo, so much money, so much money. Then I saw my name right there. I took out the file and it was written with red pen, or it was 88 rand.
Maybe it's like about like how much you're putting into others that maybe increases your wealth. I get it. They say your wealth is literally, our wealth is the blessings in our lives, the amount of maybe people or contributions we've made on this earth. How much have you contributed to this world?
Yo, 88 rand. Oh, man.
Maybe I haven't
I'm a
put that
bad
much
person,
back
man.
into.
Yeah, man. And you know how you interpret it, Vele, it's a very interesting way, you know, because I'm like, I'm like,
because I'm taking from the fact I get Vanessa we took away now. Do you know do you know how that when their parents passed away? Yeah, so that now I'm like, Mo, it's about your country. Like that should tell you something about like the dream. Maybe subconsciously or maybe universally still, you know, they're in the realms, you know, in the other realms, in the spiritual places. Hey, Baba. Hey, like maybe are you rich spiritual?
Yeah.
Who rich? We all have 50,000 rand.
45,000. You've been keeping it for yourself, you know. Hey man, the disappointment from my brother.
It was specific to say the money that you've given now. This is the total that you've given.
Yeah.
I get it, Banele. Minang Jaja from the question she asked him. Yeah, the question that she asked him in the beginning of the dream. Have you ever wondered you know, say
how much is it right now?
No, Banele, that's appreciation, not depreciation. It's like literally how have you grown from, like, you know, have you poured, like, we kulisile lento lelo.
Hi, Vanessa. How she's even smoking.
Is she alive?
Yo, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, man. Yo, she looked beautiful. Yo. In
the dream.
Yo, V. Yes.
We are pila or is because that's a very vivid dream. The fact that you even remember Jorge Vanessa and the fact that Utilel Papa hi.
Yo, guys, you know.
Maybe on spiritual alignment is the kono ngai hlazia kancane because you know he said he interprets dreams. So maybe he can come into the chat and be like, hey man, this is what I can tell from this dream.
Hey, nah, guys, I dream and there's something also, you know, a weird thing that I thought it connects to how weird I was feeling this morning while I was sleeping, because my window was open. Right, so sometimes I tie these things hore neman. Maybe sometimes it's me moya eke nang.
Wow, okay.
You know, and like your mind starts pacing. You're thinking,
you're just thinking. Don't overthink.
Hey man,
don't do that.
Overthinking is my superpower.
And that's the thing, man. I would be like, hey, overthinking is my superpower because maybe it would allow me to, you know, catch on to some things others would normally miss. But sometimes that can be a curse, man. Like sometimes, hey, now iba tom jenga lababanye. Like now iba ignorant jenga ungumuntu. Because it seems like abantu aba ignorant but jabuli. You know the saying, ignorance is bliss. You know how people who just glaze over things seem so happy, like they don't seem to take note. Nothing seems to affect them really deeply. You know, so
yeah, man. Hi guys, it is a lot, Vele, but I am glad that sometimes, man, as human beings, we get to experience these things and how we also see them and interpret them in the outside world. You know, it gives us, you know, some of the, you know, ways that we never thought we would say. No, guys, and like the way we bonanka thing, I think it comes back to me. It really makes sense now than how I was interpreting it. Right?
My voice right now.
Right, but yeah, let us take a short break. Please do make sure that you do not go anywhere, and then we will be with you after this short break.
Stick to the plan. All my life, I ain't worried. Leave the earth where I stand. I've been going through the motions, trying to find my way. Never notice if you notice, so I smile and wave. All dry, stay focused, setting my little pace. And now all I have to say, I was the boy with the plan, that turned me into a man. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. On business is right where I stand. Never been slipping on sand. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. I was the boy with the plan, that turned me into a man. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Whoops, I did it again. On business is right where I stand. Never been slipping on sand. And man, I keep winning and winning again. Oops, I did it again.
I just been keeping my poise, made by the million but still unemployed. They text me about green but not on Android. She not my shawty, she filling the void. I make the sounds that cut through the noise. He think he a man but he chillin' with boys. Put down the liquor, start drinking LaCroix. The pain wasn't choice but now I rejoice. My uncle had told me that I was the one. I played that shit smart, now my bragging and dumb. Lil' shawty had hit me, said she wanna come. Her dress is just black but she not a nun. I'm so Pasadena cause that's where I'm from. Some bangers, some hoes, some niggas with guns. They scheming for riches, they playing it numb. I'm second, I wins cause I'm second to none. Nickel, look, what the fuck you think I do it for? Do it for, hey, looking in the mirror, you the go, hey, I've been out here grinding 24, so nigga in the mirror, you the go, hey, what the fuck you think I do it for? Do it for, hey, looking in the mirror, you the go, hey, I've been out here grinding 24, so nigga in the mirror, you the go. I ain't had to eat snooze in a minute. Got the bag, then I took it independent. Model 3, you know it's not rented. Authentic, every vibe is a minute. Fresh days, now we jumping out the ceiling. Tough times made a diamond out of feelings. All facts, they can question what I'm dealing. Fuck a house, we my focus on the building. Just some love and now I'm feeling so prolific. Hustle loud, much you niggas don't get it. Seen the highs and the lows, it's terrific. It's a job to hate, that's why I love the critics. Self-made, I ain't gotta ask permission. Turn my pain into fire, no ignition. Only when the money talk, when I listen. I put the city on my back and niggas dissing, huh? Look, what the fuck you think I do it for? Do it for, hey, looking in the mirror, you the go, hey, I've been out here grinding 24, so nigga in the mirror, you the go, hey, what the fuck you think I do it for, hey, looking in the mirror, you the go, hey, I've been out here grinding 24, so nigga in the mirror, you the go.
And of course, man, good music, good vibes is what we put you in so that you can kickstart this week on a very high note. A very good morning and a happy Monday to all of you who are watching and listening from wherever you are listening from. It is your energetic start to your day, accompanied by that daily dose of positivity. Located in the heart of Johannesburg, it is a Soweto Dobsonville right here in the Blinker studios. If you want to reach out and of course call us, talk to us, or send your voice note, please dial the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. Before the break, we were discussing everything, inspirational, everything that grooms us, that puts a growth and of course a deep healing and deep insights that we need to get for us to become humans, better humans for this society that we are building for ourselves. So please, if you have anything and you want to share your sentiments, hashtag Vooka Breakfast Breakfast Show is the hashtag that you need to use right there on YouTube. Right? With that being said, just to give you some of the scoop of what is happening on our morning brew is that last week we were discussing, the release of Thabo Bester and Nandipha Magudumana's documentary in Netflix, and they halted the release because Nandipha felt like, no, guys, you guys are going to expose some of the private things that I went through, and they were like, okay, let us take the matters into court. And on Friday, they were like, at 8:30, we're going to give the final verdict of is it coming out, is it going to air, or is it going to be halted and postponed for another date? But the court was like, guys, whatever that you're saying, it's not strong enough. What you're providing right now, it's not strong enough, and we have pushed the Netflix over the documentary damages. So what happened is the High Court in Pretoria dismissed Thabo Bester and Nandipha Magudumana's urgent application to block Netflix Beauty and the Bester documentary. Right? The judge ruled they had other legal remedies available. Bester's lawyer now says he may pursue a damage claim against Netflix. So the context and the significance of this whole thing is that Bester argued the documentary violated his right to dignity, privacy, and a fair trial. The dismissal means the highly anticipated Netflix series remains live. The judge's suggestion shifts the battle from censorship to potential financial claim. So what's next right now is that Bester's legal team could file a damages lawsuit against Netflix. The case may test the boundaries of media freedom versus the rights of high-profile accused individuals. So Netflix has so far defended its series as being in the public interest, containing exclusive investigative content. Right? And of course, the question will be, should convicted criminals be able to cash in by suing over documentaries about their crimes? Right? I mean, that's the first thing you're thinking about. No, man, we're not Thabo. I mean, we know that you have rights as a human being. Yes, you are a human, but I don't think you have a leg to stand on when it comes to these kind of things, because people lost their lives out there. Families, they're still going through the trauma that you have put them through. So why now are you, trying to cash in by suing Netflix over this documentary? Because you guys were the ones who were portraying Bonnie and Clyde, in court, when together with Nandipha. So it's these kind of things that people, talk about and people throw whenever they respond to these kind of claims, right? But we are going to be seeing in terms of what will develop if Bester is really going to win this case, right? But with that being said, we see that the court blow for Thabo Bester and Nandipha Magudumana as Netflix gets green light to air the documentary. So the green light was given to air and it's available on Netflix. If you want to know more and the stories, of course, that went through, as Thabo Bester was convicted, a rapist and a murderer, the documentary consists of all of that, and of course some parts of how it connects to some of the people who were involved in this case, right? So convicted rapist and Thabo Bester and a disgraced Dr. Nandipha Magudumana have filed in their last ditch to attempt to stop a commercial streaming multinational Netflix from releasing the much anticipated documentary The Beauty and the Bester. But with that being said, you can share your sentiments on these headlines with us by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Just let us know what you think right there at home, right? So with that being said, another one, of course, man, that include top headlines before I move on is Danny Jordan's fraud trial is postponed to November 21st, and we know that Danny was called right there in the commission of inquiry, the portfolio committee, he was asked some of the question in terms of how he spent the money, right? And he couldn't answer, but he gave some of the answers that even the court itself couldn't understand. Mr. Denny, what is it that you're trying to say actually, right? So the fraud trial of SAFA president Danny Jordan, CFO Hroni Hluyo, and businessman Trevor Nittling has been postponed. The delay is due to the state obtaining 64 gig of fresh evidence, and we're looking forward to, knowing what that evidence is containing. And the accused remain out on 20,000 rand bail each. So the context of this whole thing is that Jordan and Thuyo are also challenging the legality of a March 2024 search and seizure at Safa House. They face charges of fraud and conspiracy to commit fraud. The case adds pressure on Safa leadership and raises concerns about governance in South African football. So what's next is that the High Court must still rule on the legality of the Safa House search. Trial proceedings will resume on the 21st of November with the new evidence examined. The outcome could reshape Safa's leadership and credibility ahead of major football events. Right, Safa president is in the dock, but will football governance in South Africa survive the shadow of fraud, in which we have seen it with our, of course, leaders, in government? That corruption is something that they are just treating it and they are normalizing it. But we will hear from the court when the court case resumes right there. And with that being said, you can also share your sentiments on that by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. And in terms of what we have, because a lot of things are making history, history is on the line. It's Thabo Bester, it's Safa president. I know it's things that we're going to be talking about, of course, man, in the next years when we are looking into fixing some of the things that have been broken, systems that have been broken by these people that we call our leaders. Right now, we read about them that they're committing crimes and they are also held accountable for some of the things that they could not come forward and tell the public that they Sterenberg, the searcher at Mountain View in 2003. This marked a phase of rapid growth, with the company marking its initial public offering in 2004 and quickly becoming one of the world's largest media companies. The company launched Google News in 2002, Gmail in 2004, Google Maps in 2005, Google Chrome in 2008, and the social network known as Google Plus in 2011, which was shut down in April 2019. In addition to many other products, in 2015, Google became the main subsidiary of the holding company Alphabet Inc. Very interesting. The last one that we have right here: tanks were used for the first time in battle at the Battle of the Somme during World War I. During the Battle of the Somme, the British launched a major offensive against the Germans, employing tanks for the first time in history. At Flers, Kuslet, some of the 40 or so primitive tanks advanced over a mile into enemy lines, but were too slow to hold their position during the German counter-attack and subject to mechanical breakdown. However, General Douglas Haig, commander of the elite forces at the Somme, saw the promise of this new instrument of war and ordered the War Department to produce 100 more. Right, very interesting things that of course took place in history, and we know that each and every day there is something that we are going to go back and look into. And you can also simply do that by also doing your extensive research to get more detailed information. But trust me, the information that we have is worth it to understand, so that you can also teach other people. Right? We know that when it comes to history, we also looking into the days, because when you look into the days that this happened, sometimes other things that happened 200 years ago, 500 years ago, even 1,000 years ago. But we are glad to announce that today, on the 15th of September, the number of the days that we are in, it is the 258th day of the year and 257th in leap years. What? Okay. Yeah, isikhathi siyahamba. And we are left with 107 days, guys. 700 days is the number of days that we are left with. Now, personally, I would say we are only left with 7 days, because 100 is nothing. Trust me, you sleep once, you wake up, we are only left with 2 days. Happy New Year 2026. Boom, everything is gone. So wherever you are, make sure that you enjoy, man. I know some of the New Year's resolution, you had them planned, but something happened. But it's not late to have resolutions, heading towards the year. What's that one thing you would want to do to end a year on a high note, right? Don't let people discourage you. You can't have resolutions in September. You are supposed to have them before, or you are supposed to have them at December or in January. Don't worry, guys, we do things differently right here. Right, and we're also left with 14 weeks remaining. Right, 14 weeks are remaining till we end this year. And looking into those days, we know that we're also celebrating the national and international days, of course, which some of them I find weird, right? But it's what people do. Yeah, wow, very weird, man. I mean, there are days, man, that you can't say, this guys, let us meet, let us gather, as human beings and celebrate World Nails Day. Imagine, celebrate amazipho.
Hey, yeah, how?
Why would you celebrate nails, guys? Nah, come on. Are we talking about... Okay, let me leave it right there.
Yeah.
But today is International Day of Democracy, right? The International Day of Democracy was established by the United Nations General Assembly in 2007, with the first observance taking place on September 15 in 2008. This date was chosen to commemorate the adoption of the Universal Declaration of Democracy by the Inter-Parliamentary Union in 1997, which affirms the principles and values of democracy. The day serves as a reminder of importance of democratic governance and encourages citizens to actively participate in their political processes. Nice, right? And the last one that we have is World Afro Day, right? They are big, they are bold, and boy, do they make a statement afros may not be as fashionable anymore, but that just means they're overdue a comeback. So if you've got the hair for it, tease it out into an afro day. Otherwise, you'd better be out there complimenting afros today.
There's a picture that actually I posted of myself on my Instagram and my Facebook page of me. I'm wearing like a pink getup, and then Manele commented underneath it like, "This can't be TC." I'm like, bro, what do you mean?
Can't be.
What do you mean? I got hair for days underneath here. Like this, all of this is like, my hair is long. Actually, the last time when I was going to go get these braids done, my hair is like shoulder length now. So what I like to do, I get it when as you know, they put into the protective style of braids, it gets like it coils, right, and then gets coarse again. And so when I take out as long as much as it's curly, it goes into this afro. I look so good. I love it when it's like that. It's just good for me. It's not a thing of I don't want to use the word that an afro is high maintenance. I just I don't want my hair to get damaged because I don't know how to take care of it properly. I'm still trying to teach myself to take care of my hair properly, outside of protective styles. Hence I mean, I used to do weaves, weaves, but I cooperate. Hey, being busy na my weaves. I was, but now I'm more braids because it's to protect my hair, the hair underneath, and also just to, because anga, those products and all of that, how to take care of it nice. But I love my hair. It's growing. It's shoulder length now.
Yeah, man. So everyone who is an afro out there, we are celebrating you guys. And of course, if you feel like you can take a picture of your afro right now, please do so. Whether you are in an office or just wake up, bath, and comb that afro of yours and show us, man, Oguti, what do you have, right? Send that picture 060-4933-226. That's 060-4933-226. What happened to Afro Baby?
Afro Baby.
Shout out to her, man, because
Afro Baby, give me the Afro Baby. Mara uhlezi asho ukuthi hayi ungibisa kanjani Afro Baby, anginayo inwele, anginazi inwele.
But she mentions horror she once had an afro.
Ayishane.
So it happened.
Until
it was afro
until things happened.
Afro wave.
She lost her hair.
Yeah.
And
do you know what a twa is?
A what?
TWA.
No, I just know it used to be, that's what they used to call Twitter wars. When people would argue on Twitter, they used to call them twas. Yeah. And other than that, I don't know.
What is a twa?
Just look it up. It's in connection with what we are talking about here.
A twa.
Yeah, TWA.
Pela, not R.
TWA.
Yeah.
Trans World Airlines.
That's not the one. Just say TWA pertaining hair.
Okay.
Pertaining.
Easy dwelling. Pertaining hair.
I wonder again that. Oh.
Diazbouza.
Oh, okay. Wait.
In Chibab.
Blonde twa with undercut. So it's a hairstyle.
Show the other people. It's an okay. You should have said.
Twa hairstyle. More already twa hairstyle.
Like you could have just said it's like
a short natural hairstyle. Wait, no. Twa is a short natural hairstyle. Okay. You know this thing. Teeny weenie afro. Oh, it's a teeny weeny afro. A popular hairstyle among individuals with natural hair and is characterized by its short length. This is the one that was liked by those old, back then, these artists, alone, Bomeri J. Blige. Who love these colored hair, man? Is it Mariah Carey? Did Mariah Carey love colored hairstyles?
Ooh, Chrisette Michelle. I know Chrisette had it. Yeah. Man, Jill Scott also donned this at some point.
So this is a
nice.
twa.
I love him.
It's short.
I love those.
Tweeny. Okay. Yeah. Tiny weenie afro. Gina, I mean, people nowadays, they call it a mini afro. We have a mini afro, right? But yeah, man, if someone out there, they have an afro that they would like to share with us, please do so, man, by sharing it with us on the number. Or maybe you know someone that would really like it to share that afro with us. Let them know we are celebrating Afro Day. It's all about you. Whoever out there has an afro, it's all about you. And I remember, man, that I used to have hair. Like I used to have a lot of hair, but now I don't like hair, guys.
India Ari done said though, she ain't, we ain't our hair, bro. I am not my hair.
You are not your hair.
The skin.
Wow.
Wow. Abanel is saying like
have.
someone like Afri Bear is saying I am not my hair because they don't have hair.
I'm not so. Yeah,
wow, but India Ari had hair, bro. She had dreads. What do you mean? She was singing that for a reason. She had hair, bro.
Yeah, but I think most of us, we know that when you stop having hair, is like there are reasons, maybe it's because you can't maintain your hair, or one of the reasons might be I don't like hair, because now I don't know, I never got to a point that I want to understand what's causing my hair to scratch, having those things. It's like, hey guys, taking care. I was like, I'm cutting my hair, like I love my cut it because back in the days when you cut your hair, they would laugh at you and things like that, but when you grow up you understand, alright, no khulile mfethu sinenkinga manje asinasikhathi sokuhlekana ukuthi ugundane nechiscope mfethu sinenkinga. But yeah, today we are celebrating Afro people, and of course, man, people who have embraced their afros and of course taught people how to take care of their hair. Yeah, man. And some of the inventions that we're celebrating and that we're looking into today is the Red Zhengfeng, founded Huawei Technologies Co. Limited in China. So the Huawei Corporation is a Chinese multinational corporation and technology company headquartered in Longpang, Shenzhen, in the Guangdong. Its main product lines include telecommunications equipment, consumer electronics, electric vehicles, autonomous driving systems, and rooftop solar power products. The company was founded in Shenzhen in 1987, September 15th, by Ren Zhengfeng, a veteran officer of the People's Liberation Army. Right, that is the Red Zhengfeng, who founded a Huawei technologies that we have. I'm also using a Huawei in here, but I hate what happened.
Hey man, wait king America rata usenya dilo. Why nithanda ukuzimosha izinto kanje? Ngoba ke like the minute nje kwalwiwa sinini dololo Google apps on Huawei.
It's bad, guys. Who are we?
Wow.
Who are we? I mean,
Huawei.
They've lost a lot of yeah, it does.
Man, mina mangicabanga ukuthi inkosi yami bengihamba nge-P20 Joe. I used to love that P20 when I got it. I was like, yo, it was doing the things, the pictures. I was like, I was an Android lover.
Yeah,
now
it was nice, man. I know because
I just like iOS.
The third party. No. Like you have to do something. Somebody's in the middle now controlling what you have to do. Like, guys, come on, man. Like when you close, like there's a lot of things that open up. You get referrals. Do you want to open this using this? No, man, guys, we don't want those kind of things. That's why a lot of people, when we buy cell phones, man, we want proper navigation.
But right? Who was that came into our chat last week, Thursday, when it was asked about the iOS and the Android question, and they were like, Honor. Oh, it was KTU.
Cat.
Cat. Yeah, he said Honor is
Honor one way.
So I'm thinking, okay, maybe that's a phone I should look into now, since I'm actually on the market for a new phone.
Yeah, they're competing now.
I'm on the market for a new phone, guys.
Yo.
Which phone should I get? Wow, is that a downgrade? So an Honor is a downgrade. Is that what you're saying? Mr. I will do Android. I don't like iOS.
No, you see, there's this notion that if someone moves from Android to iOS,
it's an upgrade.
Yeah.
so from iOS to Android,
No, not especially not if I can still get the same or even twice as much done on there. No.
It's exploring.
It's about
options,
the way in
man.
which I use it and how the usability of it. Is it good? Okay, am I getting more done easier, conveniently, or am I having to pay for everything that I use on it?
Yeah.
I'll find out because I'm on the market for a new phone. Also, if you want a phone, hi.
Yeah. She's here, guys. Any phone.
No, not any. But you know what they say. You can't choose a gift.
Eish.
Yeah, you can't choose a gift.
Ba go rekele vibe.
You can't even. Hey, guys. I didn't boni say any.
Yenye ye 400.
As long as ngizokhona ukureceive ama-call iyenze WhatsApp at least ngizokwazi ukuthola nge-WhatsApp.
Hey man, vibe is a vibe, bro. Yo, that phone is a vibe. But yeah, man, it's some of the things that we have. Lastly, looking into the birthdays and celebrity birthdays, man, that we have. The first one that we have is Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, right? Date of birth today, 1984. And of course was born. He is turning 41 years, and we know, man, he's the one who made when he came in. Man,
they just turned that royal house upside down. He was like, who to love. But big ups to him, man. He literally went. He took after his mom, Diana. He was like, okay, you guys think I'm royal. Okay, I understand, but yeah, like. Does that mean I'm not human?
They were even questioning her race.
Yo, yo, guys, maragubi azines umtesfazani mawuzo shata ngabomfana baso bangakuthandi bangakufuni, and then they'll find anything not to like you. And it's not even just about your character, nothing. It's just nje. I don't like you. I don't know what about you. It's not that you're a bad person. I don't even know you. I just don't like you. And then after that, they just find every reason in anything that you do not to like you. That's sad. Because guy no happy, they're building their family. Their union works. So when and Diana was such a, oh my god. I feel like if Diana was if she was alive, she was gonna be there like cheering him on, like yes, you go boy, because she was also just one of those people. She was a rebel against the royal house. Like, guys, dictator no man.
So
like
yeah, but Prince is growing up, but we are going to cover some of those birthdays because our guest is here in the studio, and the time right about now is 3 minutes past 9. Right, so we are just going to take a short break, and he is going to be with us. Well, now all you need to do is to stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Don't switch that dial, as we are coming back after this.
It's you, might be me. There's just so many things going on, but when I'm with you, it feels so new. 'Cause I'm on a secret, I'm all alone. I don't think it's you, might be me. There's just so many things going on, so many things with you. It feels so new. 'Cause I'm on a secret, I'm all alone, falling. Heartbeats up and down, I'm in a gambling phase. We're going round and round, it's a trampoline stay. Oh, it's like I never run out of breath, and I don't care if we make a mess. It doesn't matter what's coming next. So can we just be bonafide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love. Just wanna be yours. Can we just be bonafide? and let go all inhibitions now with no intermission. Why are you so goddamn cold? Tell me why, 'cause you know this ain't no love. So can we just be bona fide? Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Don't wanna be your love. Let's keep it on the low, keep it on the low, 'cause you know this ain't no love. I want you to be bona fide. Girl, you got me waking up confused, lost in time. Every moment tastes like summer, can never get enough. Summer sugar kisses left behind, and I don't wanna fall in love, just wanna be yours. Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide? Can we just be bona fide?
And of course, man, keeping up with those energy check-in, that is what we give you. Great vibes, good music, and of course, good conversations right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. All you need to do is to connect with us throughout our social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. Right now, we are live on YouTube. All you need to do is to press the subscription button and the notification button so that whenever people come through or whenever we go live, you will be notified that we are live and alive, and of course, ready to give you that energetic start to your day. And of course, if you want to dial us in to join into the chat by sending your voice note, the number to do that is 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. It is of course still a happy Monday. We are checked in, and one of the things that we do is to give you motivation. It's Monday motivation, and Monday motivation comes with people who are doing so much in our communities, movers and shakers, highlighting those who bring impact in our communities. And one of those people is Vusi Shaba, a visionary, a founder and a creative visionary and founder and creative director at Vusma Fashion Styles. He is a community catalyst and a cultural visionary. He is here with us to tell us all the tales of how it started, who he is, what does he do, and how does how did he actually get to do what he is doing. So Mr. Vusi, a very good morning to you, and how are you doing this morning, my good sir?
Good day, how are you?
We are happy and thrilled to have you right here, right? So yes, we have read a lot about you, right? And we know that as much as we are reading right here, there are some of the things that we know, but someone who is watching at home, there's something that they don't know about you, and of course they would like you to fill them in, to say who is Vusi and what does he really do. Yeah.
Okay. I go by the name of Vusi. Some they know me with Vusi with the Mega Millions. Vusi Shaba is born and raised between Middlelands and Deep Kloof.
Yeah.
I run Vusma Fashion Styles, where we do production design, set design, art direction, and we do events.
Yeah.
Mostly we based in Soweto. It's a creative company that is based in Soweto, telling our own stories, our own way.
Love that.
Yeah, and of course, before we get into each one of everything that you are doing, we see that you are wearing many hats, and one would want to know, man, that where's the inspiration coming from, and what sparked the the interest of you being and doing all of those things.
The inspiration came, as I just said, that I was born in between Middlelands and Deep Kloof.
Yeah.
And having to being raised in those communities, Middlelands, Sophia Town history has a lot of dopest people.
Yeah.
Deep Kloof also is a it's a premium kasi in Soweto, you see. And having to being raised by bold parents, which my father is a taste maker, which my mom loved fashion. So growing up under that two communities has a lot impacted in terms of me having to have a love for art, have love for music. I've been participating in a lot of community programs, been into choirs, been doing scouts, love football. So that's where I've realized that I have love for art. And even in school, the most subject that I loved, even in primary, was art and culture. So fast forward after matric, that's where I went to study popular music. Then from there, after popular music, I had hiccups in terms of finishing. Then I got my 9-to-5 job. That's where I jumped onto fashion, having to get that first salary after matric. So that's where everything started. Realizing that you have this, you got this, why not make it a living? That's where everything started.
I see, man, because I'm already looking, as you know, as he came into the studio, I was like, okay, you know, he's got an interesting outfit put together, and I see Guti. So you're saying that the style, vele vele nje, style usithatha kumami, into ango nje.
Pipette.
Usinelebeleni.
Because everything is like how I do it, man. It's easily like it's a spiritual thing. Like it's easy does it. You can see even how I rock your 90s, the feeling, the texture, everything. It makes sense, critiques, everything. Like, you see. So it's style so we from Soweto, we've been doing this. So
Squad one way, Rabisa, everywhere we go, right? And man, I think it's something that when somebody hears Wuti, man, you're doing a lot of things, because abantu always they ask Wuti, ndo to start up iskati so ngaga. And of course we know that there's blending some of these things, because now you're using your creative styles and going to creative spaces. But for Wena personally, how do you blend everything that you do and make it into a one thing?
How I blend everything and make it onto one thing. As I said, it's easy for me to, because I was born with it. You see. So, and putting passion and love onto what we're doing, and consistency, having to be disciplined in what you're doing, and also push until it hurts. So me, like as I said, it's easy. I don't have to get pushed, get to be told to do this and do that. I carry these things as I was given to it to serve a purpose. Because it's about serving a purpose. I'm just not here for styles or for vibes. I'm here for legacy work. You see, whatever that I'm putting in and wanting to raise voice, it is come out of passion, drive, love, discipline, consistency, and all that. That's why everything seems easier, because I love what I'm doing. You see, nobody gets to push me or anything. So it becomes easier when you juggling in everything, because it's God given. Whenever you touch something, God sees, oh, this one is putting this. Okay, I'm gonna compose to make it happen, because it's someone that is rooted from heart. So when you do these things rooted from heart, it's easier to do anything. So that's how I survive.
And now of course. You know, with whatever that we do, you know, in our lives, there's always those pushbacks, you know, and challenges. And as a creative, you know, Guti, those obstacles, it's something that you deal with. And when you're somebody who is passionate, of course, you find solutions to those problems. And sometimes you even forfeit some of the decisions, you know, that makes you to prowess, you know, your dedication towards your work. So tell us, when you know, in your element, of course, working so hard to bring all of that creativeness out of you, how do you handle obstacles? Maybe you have negative friends, you don't have support from your family. And nowadays in our society, when you are someone of your caliber, they will say, I vusintwana wenza okuningi. Mina nje into engifuna isipani ngithola inyuko ngiphume so. But right now, how do you handle all of those negative thoughts and negative things that people throw at you?
Being creative is very hard because as for when I'm telling my story, I'm rooted in pain. Like I'm rooted in pain. If I can break everything down to you, it's something else. Like some of my family members, like it's a lot happening. Like in community discouragement, jealousy, and stuff. But as Nishuguti, when you do something a passion and rooted from love and everything, like there's a working God within, protecting everything. Family members and stuff. Because remember, as I said, I'm pushing a legacy work. So legacy work, it takes time because for me to break an entry, it was very, very hard because now I come from a family where they don't care about arts, creating and everything. When you are doing maybe your 9 to 5s or maybe you're a dogs or something, they take you seriously. You see, so it was very hard for me to break an entry because now having to push this and wanting to showcase I am designed like this, I'm like that, I can, you see, they don't believe it you. And now you see that I'm passionate about these things. I want to push, I want them to see, I want mostly support from them. And some they discouraged me, some they called me names, you see. But I kept pushing, pushing because you can't beat something that comes from love. You see, love is something else. So I had to cut some of my family members because now there's lots of dilemmas and everything. He thinks he knows too much. You see, we'll see you see, some abanye they've accused me of taking their things. They stole things from me, which those were equipment in the 70s when I was still building up, you see. So I had to cut some of them out of my life, you see, because of this passion that I have for creating an art. Fast forward, before I do all those national campaigns and stuff, remember there's a start, and as you are saying, Uti, how do I manage all this? Within when you are building things. Jealousy, obviously they know me as this township boy, but I have vision that they don't know. Now we're starting putting things together. But as pushing passion, consistency, discipline, and everything just worked out the way it worked out. Now you can't touch me, you can't do anything. Whether you're jealousy, whether your family member will support or you don't do anything. I'm doing my own things. I'm telling my own stories. So you have to be strong. So to survive is to be strong. So it's not for the faint-hearted. So you need to be a believer because remember you are telling stories. You're not just doing art just for G. We are telling stories. So I must go through pain so I can be able to produce something. So I cannot produce maybe like for instance I'm working on my campaign. For it to get inspired, it must root from somewhere. So all those challenges, pains, and everything, I turn them onto concepts. This is how I do my things. So if you give me hardest in life, I sit down, I go to my studio and say, okay, the stress, let me combine something and make it happen. This is how I do my own things.
That is powerful, man. And we see that you pushing so hard, and your creative leadership it spans high-profile campaigns for brands like Vodacom, Macro, Views, and Cars.co.za, and includes cultural collaborations with icons like Akon from Cotton Fest and Diamond Platinums. And of course your behind-the-scene work, empowering the youth, curating community events, and amplifying local voices, right? So with you working with some of these well-known brands, how do you approach maintaining your creativity, creative integrity while meeting the client's vision?
It's just an alignment and understanding client's brief and vision, and then you switch it with your styles and your Kasi vibes and whatnot, and then make it together, and then everything's just
Yeah.
make it work.
Yeah. So tell us, and of course, let us know about what's one campaign or project that stands out to you that you have done and why.
Vodacom.
Okay.
Vodacom is my first biggest. And when it founded me in such a dark space.
Yeah.
I was going through some dark space. Like sometimes it is very, very hard if you're creative and you want to tell stories and there's no opportunities and stuff. You see.
Yeah.
So when it kicked in, we spanned on Vodacom. It was
Yeah.
a 24-day, the 24-day campaign.
Okay.
Which Vodacom was something else.
Yeah.
Vodacom was something else. It's a major brand. Like you got to tell your own stories through their brands. It is something else.
What are you doing?
I was doing production design.
Okay.
I was the head of arts.
Okay.
Yeah. So I work with teams.
Okay.
I have your arts direction team. I'm the one who talks with the directors, agencies,
Yeah.
and the director. I work hand in hand with director
Yeah.
to make this visual picture and make it to life. So national campaign of Vodacom was the best.
Yeah. And of course, man, with collaboration, we know that there are a lot of various and creative hubs that you meet. And of course, they are also going to come with their vision. And now, with you having your own vision, you have to meet them halfway and align. So how do you deal with those people who come with different visions and they want you to understand their vision rather than the vision that you have?
Openness and respect. Then when you have openness and respect, eventually everything will align.
Yeah.
You see, everything will align.
Yeah.
So me, it's just an openness and respect. Because when I respect other people's visions and I'm open, then we will make it work.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Because if I'm open, it's gonna try to open up. Then we try to make it work.
Yeah.
You see, so it's openness and respect is how I approach collaborations.
Yeah, and I love that you speak about openness, right? Because you're somebody who is, kind of well versed in this industry, and we see that you also love youth mentorship. In which it's something that is lacking in our communities nowadays, and of course the young ones looking into coming into the industry, right? For you personally, what's that biggest gap you see, in how the youth is being prepared for the industry today?
Come again, the question?
So I get we know that these young ones, they have their own way of getting into the industry, right? And there is a gap, because if I don't get proper mentorship, I will go in the industry and do mistakes that I will regret. So with you, the biggest gap you see today that these young ones are not seeing, what's that one thing that they are not seeing?
They want fast things. You see, they want fast things. They don't sit down and check who and what do they want. They like proper research and get to be involved. Get to be involved in terms of township programs, just like what I'm doing with a creative spin, where I'm giving platforms to these young kids. If you're a young kid from Soweto, you're a dancer, you're a session musician, come. We're giving platforms each and every last Sunday. You come, you showcase your talent. Maybe you're gonna meet other like-minded people. Maybe you're gonna league. Maybe there's a sponsor there in the corner. They see. Maybe they can sign you. You see. So these young kids are failing because like they want fast things. And
quick results.
Quick results. And you must put in span. You see. So. But that's why I'm building these platforms, Creative Spin, Creative Playground, to educate them about what are the ins and outs. How can they shape their careers through arts and everything.
And we know that, when you're a creative, there's when you are faced with fatigue, when you are faced with discouragement, and you need to draw inspiration from. Like as a creative, everyone who's a creative can attest to this, that they get to a point where they're feeling like they're breaking down. When as a creative, like where do you draw inspiration to continue?
To draw inspiration to continue. As I'm wearing many hats, there's a lot, man. I can like I'm serving a purpose. Like when I was serving a purpose, like yes, I get sometimes that time where maybe I'm breaking down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be between maybe there's a concept I want it to be to life.
Yeah.
You see.
Yeah.
It's a concept that I want it to be life. But it's like Soweto is something else. Like it's easily to get inspired. You see. So it's just for me having to close down my studio a bit.
Yeah.
Go do maybe some things that I'm not used to do it.
Yeah.
Maybe go get some new inspiration. You see, for me to come back to studio and now sit down and then develop concept.
Yeah.
You see.
Yeah.
Maybe if I see that it's failing, maybe I'm trying another option B.
Yeah.
So it's just is how I do when I'm in that space.
Yeah.
You see. So I just get inspiration from other things within fashion.
It is powerful, man. It is powerful because one of the things that we are seeing right now in the industry is that inspiration also leads to some of the trends, that we see. And for you and with everyone, there's always trends that they are excited about. You say, oh my goodness, I'm excited to hop on this trend. And sometimes you're like, oh my goodness, I'm tired of this thing, guys. Like you need to move on, on the next thing. For you personally, what is that one trend that you are excited about or, tired of? If there are both, that there's one that you're excited about and there's the one that you're actually tired of in the world right now.
Like a trend.
Yeah, a trend that you're excited about. Because of course it's with creatives, man, there's a trend that you hop on to say, okay, I like this one, and
but I'll personalize it, do it my own way.
The difference is I don't chase trends or whatsoever.
Yeah.
I create narratives. So I'm a person who creates narratives.
Yeah.
And we are the guys that are setting trends. Like we are the guys that are, like, if I can say, being a creative director, we are more like working with God to continue to create.
Okay.
You see how I do.
Okay.
So I'm the mother. I create things.
Powerful.
So
powerful.
Like I won't choose which trend is this, which trend is. We are just developing, putting things up forward for people to make it trending.
Yeah.
You see, I'm the forefront.
You create trends.
We create trends.
Yes, I don't follow them. I create them.
Yeah.
I love that. But I told you, man, Mo, the guests that we have right here on the show, man, they don't step into rooms, they step up. So you sound like you're stepping up, my brother, in your work and in the industry. So it's great. So a question that I just quickly want to ask you, Angiti, you worked with many major brands, like you said, Uguti, you've worked with Vodacom and whatnot. So what's that different thing that that you bring to every one of these campaigns that no one else can replicate? Since you create trends, you don't replicate them, or you don't follow them?
Like science of art. There's a science of art. Like, Tina, like I work with my partner, the mother of my kids. A woman was given by God for us to create. We are magical in terms of briefs. Give us brief, you give us work, you give us budget, we'll show you flames. You see, we'll show you flames. Like we are talented in terms of building up things. You see, so our aesthetic, how we're juggling into things, in terms of things, and in terms of time. You can give us, because there was a time where Sotra, one of the producers that I work with, called me 10 episodes, like, yo, Vusi, Akon is just landed, they need 1 in 2024. Short time, how I'm gonna do it? You see, but it takes a good creative to be able to solve a problem like that in a short space of time. So we are problem solvers. You see, me and my partner, we are problem solvers. So we are able to get anything for it. Like if client is panic, hey, 1 in 2024. Me, I go up into it. I know a welder, I know a carpenter, I know what. I make magic fast.
So when you see opportunity in challenges.
In challenges. So whenever I span, they even say agencies, how are you managing to get everything in? Like how? Like so we are magicians in terms of what we're doing. So this is how these brands are liking us, because they're gonna send us in last minute. They know these people are gonna pull through. You see, like we are magicians. So that's why they like us, and we respect the brief, and we are open, and we do what we love. And whenever they give us brief, we listen to the brief, and we do exactly what they want. So obviously, when I get referral, try Shaba. Shaba will do this for you. You see. So when you compare creatives from the north and south, and then Soweto, what advantage is that I know Mambanban who has the work. I have no, you see. So when they have these briefs presented to us, we are able to see, so we are able to, so they like that. So when they consult the other creative, I don't know that, you see, they're not that broaderness. So
you're not isolated in a network.
That's why these brands, they like our flavor. It's because of the aesthetic and how we do these things.
So will you describe yourself as someone who creates a fixed network or a flexible network? In terms of if I've worked Babus Busiso, I am okay with working Bab Mandla. Are you somebody who likes to keep like the good relationship with the existing network that you have, or you somebody who is always trying to expand more?
Because I wear many hats. Like I get jobs in many different things. You see, I can shop, I can style, I can. So it's many ways how I can do it. I can keep this one that I have. I can work with each and every day because it's just creating. So, but there are those good relationships that I keep that are valuable. Like the ones that they gave me major campaigns like Vodacom, the one that put me on into a. See, those I have certain connections that I keep that are valuable. Then there's other new people that are coming in. You see, but the most valuable connection that I keep, because I know there's gonna be another job that is coming from those people. So those people are just my people that I keep in my radar. And we've had connection. We've created family. Now we're now family more than anything.
And I love that you also touched on your aesthetic direction. In which stylists, man, they have so many approach. Into bringing things into life. The visual aspect and the storytelling. So how do you approach storytelling through clothes? And visual presentation.
It's just that how I position myself. I position myself as a visual architect. You see, because we don't just do set designing, styling clothes. We are creating a world within. We are creating a world within that people can live inside. So this is how I'm doing my things.
And then measuring your success of a creative project. Beyond, of course, the likes, because if somebody is a creative, they like posting their things, they will say, okay, this one is a success because it got like 12,000 likes and things like that. When now measuring your success, how does it go by? How do you measure your success?
Measuring my success.
Because sometimes a client, feedback, for some people, it may be something that is important for them to say, okay, I've had 10 clients saying, Spanish Shail and Fit too. It's good. So now how do you measure your success?
By my success, it comes from a client's point of view.
It can be.
To measure my success, basically.
It can be both ways, right? In terms of other ways that you are measuring your success. For me, maybe today measuring my success is having a 3-hour show without non-stop. Like that's how I'm going to measure my success going forward. So let's talk about you in terms of when you are measuring your success, because with everything that we do, we always say, this project was a success. Then when to you, how do you measure that success? How do you really take time and take into thought that for me this is what success look like and this is how I measure it?
Success on my side, how I measure success is when I am able to win a client, and then able to employ other people. Because remember, we're living in a hard economy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when I am doing that,
Yeah.
and I'm able to put food on other people's plate,
Yeah.
then that's a success for me. Because now I've achieved passion, work, and having to survive.
Yeah.
You see, so this is how I measure success. But if I don't see span, people are complaining, "Hey, Shaba has been," that is not a. But whenever I achieve something or win a job, and then able to hire junior stylists and hire other people, that's where I feel happy and say, you've made it, my boy. Now it's a success.
Yeah.
You see.
Yeah.
It's how I'm measuring it.
Powerful. And of course, we've got some people joining in the chat. Mpomoyo saying #Sivukile Mavuka Amahle. It's been a minute. Yes, it's been a minute. And welcome back. Good morning to you. Hope that you are good. And then she comes back and says, shout out to Vusima Fashion. Keep pushing Mfana Sinawe. You know, you're seeing the support, right? And I like you know, this, you know, when people showing support, because of course, as a creative, the question that one would ask is, you know, are you coming from a background that is supportive or not? You know, right now, do you have a support structure, or your support structure is fractured?
As a nation, I would say we are rooted from pain.
Yeah.
No funding for us, no trust fund from Abazali, no handouts or whatsoever. No, nobody's clapping for us. It's just us from the streets doing these own things and shaping our own legacy.
Yeah.
So it's support me Agakulu. I've never got it, especially on my both side, community-wise, family side. But now they're starting to see the light. Now they're starting to, but it's fine. But you have to do your own things. Make your own rules.
Yeah.
So support, Shem, it's very, very, very So you have to push for yourself, showcase, you could see this is important, you are doing this. Then God will compel to make it happen for you. So it's like that.
Yeah.
So you need to be strong, especially in this creative industry. Remember, because I'm building my company with my fashion styles, no funding, no nothing. It's just me having to be creative to take money from A to take it to B, so that you can sustain C. So every magic that is happening, everything that is happening is by my funding and in my own pocket, and everything is just going the way. Like it's going up. You see, we can handle a national campaign, but there's no thing that it give us structural support and everything, but we are doing it with our last R1. So we support our own things. So we do our own things. So for me, on my side, it's only those few people that give me support and say, you are doing this. But nevertheless, I won't lie. Structure into support is not supporting from other people, but support your own things by your own self.
Of course, man. And I'm glad that you mentioned funding, you know, and a lot of us have always believed, Uti, the reason our businesses are stagnant is because of the nature of my business. It needs funding, you know, like I can't do anything without funding. So what is your take on people who are always and still today, they're waiting for funding for their businesses to go forward?
The funding won't come. You must start putting in R1, R2, be creative. You see, everything is just here. Let's stop complaining. You see me, if I see I'm failing on in, I look, okay, what are they shooting? Maybe I can stock something, I can sell something. You see, that money, I take it now and invest it onto whatever that I want to do. This is how I do. I don't wait. You see, I don't know wait. I look at the avenues and say, okay, people are needing in this hole, is load shedding. Maybe I can sell paraffin. I can sell. Me, I'm something else besides anything. You see, I'm more. I can sell a ball pen. I can sell. You see, so we must not wait for clients. But whenever it's dry season, do other stuff that puts money. You see. Always learn. Focus and at this time, because what if maybe I don't wake up being that creative director? You see, so by the time I'm shuffling with my fashion style, At the other hand, I'm doing something else. At the other hand, I'm carrying something else. Because in these times, you don't know which is which.
Yeah.
Just like you see, like COVID, how it hit us.
Yes.
Because before COVID, we had just like also it's so cold. Wanted to find us, we had opportunities. You see, smash everything. So you got to carry everything by yourself. Because eventually.
Yeah, powerful, man. And of course, we know that with the work that we always do, we are looking forward, to some of the good things, that might take place in our lives. So with you, what is a dream collaboration or project that's still on your vision board till today?
To scale jobs like Shaka Ilembe, you see.
Okay.
So I see myself as production design, positioning myself in that big crew.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Nice, man. And then when personally, where do you see the creative industry evolving? Let's say in the next 5 years.
Telling stories globally, and having impact, like globally, in global scale.
Yeah, man, that is a very powerful. And then before we let you go, there is a quick fire, of course, a game that I want to play with you, which it consists of 5 questions only, right?
Yes.
So the first one is, what's the last piece of work that made you stop and say, wow?
For my catalog.
Yeah.
Views campaign. Views campaign was dope.
Yeah.
High views campaign was.
Namanje usayivuma.
Kunokubona umosohleli phansi uthi akabona uNkulunkulu uyasebenza.
In 5 la.
Ngizenzela into zami like that project iphume smart colors, boldness, like color like views campaign was dope.
Powerful. And then the next one, style icon you'd love to dress.
Ngathi Banner Boy. Because bold and immersive, and he's an African giant. So
I see you there. Right. And then the third one, coffee or tea while you are creating. Ungathi brandy. Coffee or tea? You are limiting my options here, brother man.
I pray. Because to be honest, some of the campaigns, but the other campaigns, like having to be young TSP, because creativity is so for you to solve problems, sometimes you start. But what?
I'm glad that
just Kenya, then I can work. Like because all my campaign have been. But not in a bad way. Like I respect it, like in my corner, getting powers. Because my young is part 7. So I'm a powers. I'm in that alignment. But you need inspiration. So just to.
I mean, it's what they call drinking responsibly. You understand? You're not drinking. The next thing you forget, I'm a client. Due date,
you see, creativity njalo ke work fun ube smart yabo zonke client uzokwazi ukuse because ina siyaspana ube spanning like siyaspana and
so you need to find a way to make your job fun
like siyaspana and like you see the whole emphasis in this is but can you go to another question?
Another one is one thing you can't work without.
When I'm not having my laptop and mood boards.
Okay. Can't work without those.
Mood boards. Because that's where I will tell stories. That's where everything starts.
Nice.
You see.
Yeah, I thought we were going to go back to Ibrahim.
No, not in that man. I'm not alcoholic, but just when you spark,
just to get some power.
To take the edge off.
Because now you see the result. You can see Vodacom campaign. You can see views. You can see. You can't tell us we control these things. As I'm saying, we are working with God to continue to create. So we are the creators. So creators are powerful. So you are disrupt. I can create and disrupt at the same time. So I'm mandala.
Mandala.
Powerful, man. And the last one, describe your creative style in 3 words.
bold, visionary, and kaserute.
Ooh, there you have it right there, man. Right here, and of course, exclusively in the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. Vusi Shaba, visionary, founder, and creative director at Vusma Fashion Styles. And of course, man, if people want to get in touch with you, to work with you, where can they find you? Who are you on your social media pages?
Instagram, business account Vusma Fashion Styles.
Yeah.
Then on Facebook also, it's our page is Vusma Fashion Styles. You can find out there. You can find us there.
Yeah.
Then also on TikTok for motion content, Vusma Fashion Styles.
Yeah. Powerful, man. Vusma Fashion, man. It's been an honor, and thank you so much, man, for taking your time to, come here and sit down with us and tell all the tales with what you doing, man. It's been an honor.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I've personally, as much as it may seem like benguzwa kodwa usebenze ngokuzikhandla, usebenza kanzima, and may you and umama sasekhaya niqhubeke niphokophele phambili.
Yeah, guys. Power to you, and we wish you guys all the best. All right. And then with that being said, 14 minutes till we hit the 10 o'clock on the dot, and we're still having those wonderful conversation. It's Monday motivation. What is it that you want to be motivated with? Vusma Fashion has given us something to kickstart our week ahead. I hope that you guys are going to use it. Next, we're going to be joined by Kabelo Tsoteti, who is an entrepreneur. He is a 20-year-old entrepreneur from Togoza in Gauteng who's redefining hustle in his community. Redefining is something that we've always wanted and we've always touched on. He is here to tell all the tale for us. In the meantime, please grab that glass of water as we are taking a short break, and please don't go anywhere.
When I never wanna see ya, just on my way back home, little drunk and alone, but I'd rather kick ya. Even though it's Friday night, and I got no plans tomorrow. I could use a bam, 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 but it's not from you, cause I'm not that hollow. Baby, let it be. You could try to sweet talk all you want, but I ain't that lonely. Baby, let it be. Forget your rules, forget your shoes. I've done everything you asked, but I wasted time. Forget your truth, you're just cool. I swear anything's better than you. Get you on the flip side, get you on the flip side. So goodbye. Funny how it works sometimes. Yeah, we kinda hit it off at first. Checking every bar in town, all the sleepless nights until things got worse. You're so manipulative, trying to convince me of the shit, but it didn't work on me. So, baby, let it be. You could try to sweet talk all you want, but I ain't that lonely. Baby, let it be, let it be. Forget your lies, forget your ties. I've done everything you asked, but I wasted time. Forget your hair, the dead I stare. I swear anything's better than you. Get you on the flip side, get you on the flip side. So goodbye. Maybe for once just give it a try. Listen to me when I say goodbye to you. Maybe for once just give it a try. Listen to me when I say goodbye to you. Forget your rules, forget your shoes. I've done But you on the flip side, so good. Said you needed space. Said you needed more time to think. So you went away. But you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality? My head closed the door. Even though my heart just won't leave. That was then, can't go back. Hurt so bad, had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, like it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. 50, 11 days, 50, 11 days, 50, 11. I lost count of all of the weeks that you have your way. Wouldn't pick a fight when you'd leave. Now you're back for more. Did you find the healing you seek? Or did you realize that I'm everything that you need? That was then. Go back. Yeah. So bad. Had to block out the memory. Yeah. Started from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away. You've been gone away so long. You've been gone. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday. You still wear cologne the same, love it in the worst way. You've been gone away, away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday, your favorite position. Do we still have chemistry? Yeah. Since you've been gone away, gone away. Love me or hate me, God knows it made it. When he let his eyes on me. Yucky, neneni, 날 바라보는 눈빛이 이미 다 말해줘. I ain't gonna let anyone keep me down. No, no, you just gotta keep up 'cause I ain't gonna fall down. No, no, everyone just wanna get to know ya. 이미 시작된 걸. How do you think I'm sweet? I'm sweet, so sweet. You got stung by honeybee. You just wait and see. How do you think I'm sweet? I'm sweet, so sweet. Take kiss and I'm sick of
And of course, it's still a wonderful and of course a beautiful Monday right here. Good music, good vibes is what we bring you each and every morning, man, from 7 a.m. up until 10 a.m. And of course, exclusive conversations that you and I can learn from. Before the break, we were with Vooka, my fashion man, telling everything about being a creative in the space and how he navigates, his creativeness in everywhere and each and every aspect of his life. And as we mentioned that after the break, we're going to be joined by Kabelo Tsotiti, who is an entrepreneur. He is here with us to tell us more about what is it that he do and how does he navigate through the spaces as well. So please do make sure that you join the conversation by joining our social media platforms across all those platforms. It is Vooka Breakfast Show. Right now we are live on YouTube. All you need to do is to subscribe and press the notification button so that whenever you go live, you will be notified. And also, if you want to dial us in, the number to do that is 060-493-3226. 060-493-3226. So, we know, man, speaking of entrepreneurs, speaking about people who take bold moves, to have their businesses running. So, Kabelo is one of the people who resembles that. He is here joining us on this table, and let us get of course into the conversation with him. Mr. KB, man, good morning, and how are you doing this morning, bro? Yeah, we are happy to have you and looking forward to hear from you in terms of what do you really do actually, because there's someone out there who is listening, and of course they are watching, right? And they want to get to know you, the depth of what you do, because entrepreneur, for other people, it's a vast thing. It's like, okay, entrepreneur, but for you, in a brief introduction, what is it that you actually do?
Oh, by the way, I go by the name of Kabelo Tsotetse. I'm based in Thokoza at Everest 1426. What I'm doing for a living, I started by selling sweets when I started my grade 8 in Tokotaba High School.
Yeah,
it's where I started by selling, it was the time when my mom so next okay, but then sweets. Yeah, then until kajeko.
Yeah,
I'm still selling kajeko.
So what exactly do you sell today? Mo LinkedIn o rekisa eng di sweets o sa rekisa di sweets le no or business ya hao e hodile o rekisa dilo tse ding? What is it now that you're selling now?
Okay, so ke se rekisang no ke rekisa sebete pelo.
Oh, dijo.
Yeah,
so you were a food entrepreneur. Man, that's nice. Oh, so o rekisa eng di sebete pelo
na mahloho le chicken.
Nice. Hey, wankadisa.
And one thing I can tell you, man, is by just having an experience of going to my mom Khulwaka, she has a butcher in Pretoria, and I see that these things, man, it's not until decide we eat. It takes a skill to actually cook. When where do you get the skill? Like kemang o rutileng, go pheha ibile wakapa, like do you waikapela when?
Yeah, na mahlo ke ishashella.
Really?
Yeah.
Who taught you all of that, man?
No, besides ne ke le motselo reng ke mwaka ha pheha.
Yeah.
Ke bana le yena ko kitchen. Even though la usna motho ka tlung a borile ke borela ko kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Hlakane sentse tse sa hlakane but qetellong ya hlakana.
Wow. And it leads you, of course, into turning that into business. Right now, Warekisa, and people come to you, support you, and buy your food. But you mentioned, Hore, you also started selling Uliko Skolo. Tell us about how was that? Did the school allow you to sell? Because in most cases, they didn't allow students to sell Koskolo because it will disturb your schoolwork. So for you, how was the case? Did they allow you to sell the Koskolo? Yeah.
Ochore skolo sinik bala osona like ke dula ka mraso.
Okay.
So ne ba sa dumelle hore ho kene di sweets kapa anything e renkeng ha rekisi mo skolong. No na le batho le renkeng ba rekisa ko skolong ba tlang ka tlo rekisa ka lunch. Patrona nek foster. Hobane ne se tseba le di pleke tse ding tsa skolo tso okay ntshwa ka nka ibe yam ha kana no lo rona teng mo tsa tlo fitlang a inke kapa a etse but then ne khona reng mhlomong ke a riska ke kenele stock from the gate, which is le expel no ithola about suspension ne sa bitaba tsa nix ne expel no shebana le yona
ba
ko but then ne ke entle ke motshara tang riska ke motshara tang riska wabo because of ne khona o kena le tsona di sweets ke push okay mhlomong go be na le motho mene ya gonyana go mang ka officing bo mane ke na le utlo gore ona le maponesa o sane o tlo searchwa eng but then ke a tseba gore process eo ke process ya o seng fela ska ile process ya o seng fela o tshore nna tlabe ke be na le plan e tlo etsa gore ke kgone o kena le ntshotse then ke di tlosa ho nna ke di beya to other place which is immediately ba qeta ho tswa kane ke ka kgonang ho nka stock ke proceed ka business ya
yeah it looked like you had so many ways man to come up ka di solution tsa gore business ya gago go no thobeka babo and that also leads you because in high school a lot of us rebel di chomi right sometimes the chomi how they can be a bad influence into your business because I know with my friends but it's not a bad thing we laughed about it we tried business to sell the hot dog and we ate those hot dogs that day that was the end of the business right for wena have you ever had any encounters ka di chomi where they want to bring your business down ba batla stock or without even paying because like umkhotsi mfethu like nketsitsi wabo like situations as well did you ever came across them and how did you handle them
no situations as well ke le ka shebana le tsona ne
yeah
but then ho shebeneng ha ka le tsona ne se bathe ba batlang go bona business ya ka ile fatshe hobane ke batho ba ile ngeng ke le ka ba adoptisa ke lelle ke le ngudima yona which is ba bang ba bona ka je ko ba etsa matric but then hula ba thata because of ke qetelletse se krekisa lentso tse ile reng keng ha di batle sekolong at all
yeah
yabo which is batho bene ke phila le bona sekolong ke neo ke kwanele ke lebohang ke fano
yeah
which is ke bona ba khotsi ba ka ba qetelletseng le bona ke ba feel up ka kelello re e ba chita la bona go sekolong o jwang ene di jutse re di jam mo mhlomong a re thabele ba bang ba rona re thabele go ka ba jwang okay nna ke tlokena ka di sweets wena o tlokena ka di cakes wena o tlokena ka di stock sweets wena o tlokena ka mazimba ne le taba o reng ha di re lunch ra kopana kaofela ntanga wena o entse kae nna o entse kae wena o entse kae wena o entse kae but then because of na ba sa khone hore ba ntse ditšhelete pokotong tsa bona ba istokela ne le nna mtsholo reng keng ska tlo batlela ka proposal eo ba fetso ke ye tšhelete e bile ke ska re ke tšhelete ke se stock ka sebetseng okay ska re tlo khona go sebetsa ha ke batla hore nna le sebelletseng okay ska re tsa so okay ke le stocketse but the end of the week ke tlo kopa leng khutsetsa tšhelete ke le stocketseng ka yona ho yela pele ka sa di kena it's up to you guys yeah but then ke mo village ba nginkileng serious teng ba bona hore keng ke ba philela le bona ba ngiphilela till today because of ke rekisetsa ona khoneng ya school mo ne ke na teng high school every day ba tswa sekolong ba tla ba tloncheka ntanga o grand pesa khitiva jwanga sharp lona ba fetsontse le pusha no ha re sa khona ho pusha because of serela matric which is nke se khona ho ba pressurize because of ne rele ka ofela but then ka khona gore ke se qete nna school ska ke sile bona go tshotsa
yeah and then go balance school msebetsi wa school le business how did you manage that was it an easy thing or ne le ntwe le gore business ya kenella ya uthibela ho rotse msebetsi wa school
ne sangthibelle because of ne khona di manager di le two ne ke tseba gore okay pele go robala ke na le msebetsi o itseng ke tlamang go wetsa ne ke na le go robala late ka bo one ka motla me counter stock o tlamang ke tseng but then so ke tlamang ke kwa le pele ke msebetsi wa school but then ke tla stockong khane everything then khane ke robala
nice man so right now if you can just give us clarity ya o rona di business guy do you have one business or multiple businesses
okay ska ke tshoro ke le ka qala ka rekset sweets ho yongana ko there is a brother around my area elo ranking o la khona emfetho ke a bona wa plasisa ene o mo le khoneng so ke na go tsa di dust okay how about nana le mkhukhu na le mabili ka khona o to sa le no ntse ke sebedisa ona ang neletsa ona ke mo sector operator teng officially vele se tseba go after school ke mo hectare di lenteng ka dijo ka o rekisa manqena a go
okay
ebile ane kwa rekisa vele na sa tshwane a mang because ne le di jumbo tsene ke di rekisa so le bana ba sekolo ne ba wa thabela ne sentse ba tseba okay ha re tswa sekolong re tlo tshola kabelo mole o rekisa maotwana ba bang ba bona ne se bile bang fa eng tšhelete re santsane re le ka gare sekolo re mfetso after school ra tla from da ka reka ditulo ka reka di-gas stove ka reka ditafole ke mone se ke qala ho hirisa teng ska le no ntse di le teng di a hiriswa from mo ebile business ya dijo official ya ho rekisa dijo ke di qadile hona this year ka February, which is ne re ya concerting ka band ya church ne re ya mo akufitla vele, which is price stand ka ithola everything ka ithola ka thola le tshehetso vele, most vele tshehetso ke ithola mo kerekeng e ke le yona ka tsela tsohle yabo because of how bonolo but then
yes like you soldier on, man. And I'm glad hore you mentioned, because I was about to ask hore, you know, support tshehetso ke ntho eleng hore o na le yona, and where are you actually getting it, because being an entrepreneur is not easy, because you always need that support or whenever things feel like, you know, ngare you need those people who are going to encourage you to keep on going, right? So what are some of the toughest moments, you know, you have had, like the moments it's telling hore you know, as a young entrepreneur, of course.
Okay, the tough moments is like in a month. Okay, ke se tseba le schedule sa okay business nyaka okay matsatsi a ka hore ke etse tšhelete a sol which is go qalang ha month until body 10 then we hela kwa like who's deep yabo like batho ba batle yabo and ke mo he ke shebanang le lo se teng a ulo because of kinalo pay like sekbile ke ntseba okay how qala date tse so ke pay all because of ke pay di jodi senye at the end of the day tla make you treat and which is for now on my side motho mong ha ibone lo se tlhakana
it's a big loss, man.
Which is tla me khutlele morao hape ke ntshe tšhelete le reng ke no sa tla makentse then ke qalle fatse ka stock, but then business it's a win or lose. That's how business it is.
Yeah, man. So some of those moments, man, because we understand you're still young and you're still trying to find ways, of course, to penetrate through, you know, big corporate or industries, business, and the lessons we tutile it's a thing telling hore motomong, you know, o batlang o qala business who is young as you, they can take. What are those lessons that you have?
The lessons tse lo reng ke nkile ke tsa hore business o ka khona o e qala le ka 10 rand.
Okay.
Ntho ona le believe ko yona hore it tlo etsahala. It tlo etsahala, but then if you don't have belief it won't happen. So re le ba tshwaretswane yabo, because of hona lo mo khona hore okay ke a qala business ya ka 20 rand. Hobane ho tle like from school on disitsing nona le khonelo renkeng dakase ba tlala mataizera ne ke le motho renkeng okay cigarette, but then ha bana le mo renkeng ke ja chelta stock ka ofela after hore ke je ka qalla fatshe ha qalla fatshe ka qala ka 20 ya A1 ya cigarette, which is RG Swish.
Okay.
Ho reka wa ka ke rekile ka 25 rand. Which is a ke rekisa mataizen le 25 rand ne le 2 rand. From there ke mo he ne se qala ngo adopta teng vele se ke tshwetsa wa tseba keng hanka lebetse ke tsa also downfall e vele e be easy. And over downfall ko ena motho ipakelang downfall ha ba ke luke batho. So ska ka be ka fihlella mo ke leng ka jeko the way ho leng ka teng.
And then let's talk about giving back, because we know hore sometimes in our communities we strive to become leaders, and those leaders we pave a way for batho ba bang batle ba tlo re latella, or we extend our hands to say eba fethu ke butsitsela, you know, let us walk this way. With you, do you work alone or you employ other people?
But teng batho e le horeng keng ne ke sebetsa le bona, but unfortunately ba ile ba fihlela ke makgathala because of ne ile batho e le horeng keng ba dula ba ngshebile ke a feta njalo ka mkhukhu ke emakhoneng ke clean everything from mo ba tla e le horeng keng ile batho e le horeng keng ba tlo ngshapela around ba tlo ploma fela yabo only to find out ha ke ba botsa ba fetsa okay ke a le bona every day le mo tlo ngshapela around. So e re ntabalo which is motho e leng motho e lo ranking ha kang fella matla ke ngobile one of my friends yabo but then le yena no o decidile o bula business yae ene ke mbuletse pele mjetse ka ma brother ha kuna bothata le wena which is mo ne ke reksetsa thematizing o reksetsa mo yena ka cigarette ha jwale di sweets moaleng but then ba bang ba ile ba decide hore ke ngantwana re fihlelwa ke mokgathalo ngitshola but then na twikile ke ba jotsana ka re nna mo femeng ha ona motse ke mtelelang the daily kutlwang gore le batla go gutla mnyako ntse e buleile for lona ba fetso
powerful man, and we know hore ntotse di tla ka pressure and of course doubting yourself, because on albat babang when you work with them, you know, they lead you to doubt yourself, and that pressure leads you to stop doing whatever yetsang. When how do you handle, you know, go doubt hore man wa tseba ntwe ke yetsang ka ga ke yetse hantle, or pressure from batho ba bang o tila le yona jwang ntotse tshwanang le tseo?
Okay, ntotse tshwanang le tseo ke na lo feel ela ke ga nka tlolla go rekisa but then ho tlolleng ha ka ke tlo dula ke tseng because of ho tlolla wa ka hona le mtho ile o renkeng o dula rata dijo tsaka ha sa khona hore keng a khona sa khona ho ja kasi mfethu nna ka se khona ho ja dijo tsa o fela ha ke re ke ja kontle beside o KFC in local kasi ke dijo tsa kasi ke khona ho ja dijo tsa ha o fela so ke na lo feel la okay ska tlotlella how about mthole e lo renkeng ha mfelle pele o dula tla tlo supporta o rata dijo tse e lo renkeng ke a di etsa but then from mo ke khutle ke encourage because of ke motho a ratang body motivation, so ke kena TikTok or Facebook ke ba letse abo ke be ke postele like WhatsApp ke di post ntso tseo ona la batho ba ile gore ke ba di understand ba di utlwa ntso tse re di kwang because of re le batho re tshwane di dreams tsa rona di tshwane so re batla di achieve but in different ways that is why hona le ntso ile gore ke e bue e re ho ba succeed how batla ba succeed in life o ba one intle ke itse ba ka zola elantle yabo empumelelweni o ba one empumelelo I personal asikho personal nabantu impumelelo o ba one that is why nje yonke into yenza kumele uyithathe serious
Powerful, man. Powerful
words, man.
And of course, man, before we let you go, let's speak about growth and the future plans, you know, because we always, you know, think about scaling our businesses and growing the business ta rona hore le rona khone, you know, go fitla mo re batlang. So when right now, where do you see your business like in the next maybe 5 years or 10 years?
In the next 5 years or 10 years, ke bona business ya ka ile o di mo ka tsele makatsang wa bo even though di lucky tsa rona re le batho di sa tshwane hona le motho ile o reng ke ngotlo bana le believe wena one day ntonela re tla be re super in a situation ile o reng keng itsuile mo ne le ntene re sa inane ile o re tla fitla da but then what I'm telling myself every day ene le mo ka ntshwa di ntse tsanyana ko re o tlo fitla mo batlang o fitla teng if we nka serious lentso yetsang wen ka serious even though I do have believe in myself or ke tlo fitla mo batlang o fitla teng without di puo tsa batho even though batho ba tshotse ba bua mo lefatsheng so ke ntse tlo yetsang go ba dule ba ska bua so ke the way ho leng ka teng
powerful, man. And of course all the best. So right now in your business, are there any new local products that you are working on, or new locations of course that you are looking into working on?
No, apparently how na location en eksantsan ke shebile for no yabo because of mo ke leng ke mo ile reng ke dula ke thabile ke thola peace even though it's not easy ke gona lo reng okay ke le one ke gona o inahana yabo then ke mo tshelo reng ke fostanela church yabo ke ivaela ke iplasisetsa bo depending le support ke tshola holo da bo yeah ke tshola I think elore keng di praspende ona lo di shebella
yes on TikTok, man, things they do, man.
Even Gonto, Coco Rancho, remember?
Yeah, SANTF.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, ke dlala ko FPA Praspend.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, ke dlala ko teng support ke tshola every day. Most of the time ke tshola support
Yeah.
Hore ke kantle ka pa jwang bang neletsa support. Even though la o sa dlale rona on that concert, but then ke gona hore ke itswe. Ke o rekisa because of batho ba depend tse ding ba ntse ba tshabela dijo tsaka a tseba gore okay man kabelo tla ba le teng so re ka gona gore monna tshwara tšhelete nako e santsane le teng re ska tlo itshola gore monna ne re lapile eng but then ba bang ba bona ba tseba gore ba kekebe ba lapa ke le teng because of ke gona ba serve ka dijo tse skone everything is legit
Yeah, man, powerful. And because you mentioned Hore, some of the students that you know worked with or students that you spoke to back matric right now, what advice do you have for them, you know, and for someone out there who also wants to start their own business, what advice do you have for them?
Advice ke na le yona for bona all in all kore ba ne ke na le bona ko ke dula ke ba encourage ka gore ba fethu mo leleng ha ka gona o fihla and I ke be jealous ya gore mo le fihlileng ka fihla yabo so ke kopa le pusheng ba chita because of next year na ke batla go bona lona dipampiring le hla yabo ke batla go bona le thabile ba fethu yabo even though le motho ba batlang go start a business if you are willing to start a business just tell yourself okay this thing ke batla o yetsa without we tshwetsa wena go tlo yetsa ntshwe a nya ke tsahale
believe in yourself believe in yourself then lastly, man, how can people support your business or find you aba batla go reka dijo tsa gago?
Alright, sa o batlang go reka dijo tsa ka okay ke tsholala ko WhatsApp ya gona go WhatsApp straight call le teng ke tsholahala then TikTok platform ya ka ke mo ke gona gore ke posted dintho tsa ka fela teng which is go TikTok ke kabelo tshotetse Facebook ke kabelo ya wa gona ng DM then re bue dijo tse jwang o ka tshabelang ke nga go tlo itshabela
and then number, what's the number
ke 078 765 9354 yes
thanks, man. Any shout outs you want to give before we dedela you?
The daily blood.
Ke tla rata gore shout out to whoever o mametseng ka ntle. Shout out to my brothers. Brothers from church and sisters from church who are always supporting me. Even though le ba bang shebelletseng no ke tla rata gore shout out to one love guys. Thank you.
Man. And thank you so much of course for coming and just tell us about your journey, man, of being a young entrepreneur. And it's been an honor, man. And I hope and I know that some of the people, they have learned a lot, of course, from you by hearing you speak, right? And we wish you all the best in Vooka business.
Because I'm pretty sure, man, you know, who's listening right now, who's like, Linna, I can relate. I'm inspired by this guy, this young man who never gave up, regardless of circumstances, who still chooses to see the positives in whatever negative environment he's been put in. You know, man, let me get up. And that's why, man, Vooka Nation, we bring these guests to you, man. We let them speak upliftment into your life, speak empowerment to you, speak inspiration and motivation, because only their story can give you that power. And that's why we have them right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show to share their journeys with you, so you can get your Monday motivation.
Yeah, it's been an honor, and that's where we are going to sign out, you know. And of course, man, it does not only stop here, because tomorrow, once again, we will be back, man, giving you that energy exchange that you need. But with that being said, that was Kabelo Tsoteti right here, a young entrepreneur who shared his story with us. So thank you so much to those who were with us on YouTube, and we would like like to really appreciate, your support, and please keep on supporting, because your support really means a lot to even people who come here in the studio, sit down, have conversation, and also get to have conversations with you wherever you are from. 20 minutes past 10 it is the time. And it's been, of course, an empowering and inspiring Monday. I am fully motivated and looking forward to this week ahead. Tizi, last words?
Hey man, what I can say is move into your day with intention. As I said, intention is the only true religion. So make that step today towards living your life mindfully by being mindful of the choices you make, being mindful of the words you use, and don't forget, tell the people you love that you love them. Don't ever miss an opportunity to smile. And of course, spread the love.
Spread the love, man. This was your energetic start to your day, accompanied by that daily dose of positivity. Located in the heart of Johannesburg, it is Soweto, Dobsonville. Blinko Studios is where we are. From me, Mwegeti Maimane, aka Maxa, Max for Maximum Temperature. I am the son of Mother Nature, and Reberikisa Generator. See you tomorrow morning right here. Love yourself, and of course, take care of yourself. Sayonara.
아무런 생각도 하지 말고 저 깊은 곳으로 뛰어들어 볼까 아주 잠시 눈을 감아